कैसे दोस्तों? Good evening, everyone. Suresh Menon looking like somebody has just punctured his tires. कितना क्यूट लग रहे हो आप सुरेश, ये आप कितना वर्सेटाइल एक्टर है आप, ये अलग अलग लुक्स आप दे सकते हैं. वेलकम एवरीवन एंड गुड इवनिंग. वेलकम टू अनदर सेशन ऑफ घोस्ट स्टोरीज. बहुत कुछ डिस्कस करना है शुरू करने से पहले, लेकिन शुरू करने से पहले आपको बता दूं कि मैं तो खाना खा रहा हूँ. बीच में माफ़ी चाहता हूँ मैं, क्योंकि मेरे को टाइम नहीं मिला. बट विथ अस द वन, the only, the one with the massive fun, Suresh Manan.
Thank you so much for your kind introduction.
वो बीच में डिंग चिक में आप पंच मार देते हो, ये तो टफ है सर अपने.
Yeah. But also before
Yeah.
you want to no
Take your
sir,
time,
please
sir. मैं
continue.
थोड़ा खा लेता हूँ. बोलो
तू
बोलो.
खा ले. I think also we should tell everyone that today is a special day
Oh yeah.
for one of our panelists.
Ah! Happy birthday, Cyrus Sahukar.
Sahukar.
Happy birthday, Cyrus
Cyrus
Sahukar.
Sahukar. Happy birthday, dear Cyrus.
अभी तो मैं घर का खाना खा रहा हूँ, but I tried kulcha bros out, Suresh. Cyrus का venture है, he's doing like some kulchas and
Yeah.
amazing. The food was in fact really good. You know, you can't fake it on camera, right?
Right.
I've already recorded that. मैं edit करके डाल देगा online. But you can't fake on camera when you put food in.
So Cyrus has started a business.
Bro,
Yeah, I didn't know that, bro.
him and Sameer Kochar are doing kulcha bros.
Kulcha
And the
bros.
food is really, really good. And like I was saying, you know, if you put food in your mouth, you can't fake whether it's good or
So
not.
Kulcha bros. I think from tomorrow I'll order from there. Kulcha bros.
Try kara, it's actually very good. And
Yeah.
both veg, non-veg, mazedar. The chole bhature, my favorite. I bang
Hey,
my
what
table.
I'm feeling bad for two of our cricketers, Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra Chahal. They are
Why,
known as
sir?
Kulcha. They are known as Kulcha.
They had the
Combination,
opportunity to
spin
start their
combination.
business.
Yeah, but they should
Anyway.
start with puris then.
Sir, you're digressing, sir.
Yeah,
Shailesh
I'm so-
Sharma. Shailesh
Yes, sir.
Sharma, thank you so much. कितना स्वीट आदमी है. अभी शुरू करने वाले हम लोग. Please go to the description of this video. You'll find a Zoom link there. आ जाना, अपना handkerchief फेंक देना सीट पे. You can reserve your spot. Somebody might serve you chai. Don't accept chai in our waiting room because it's not our guy. समझे ना? And welcome साक्षी सक्सेना, अभिलाषा, आप लोग को हम लेके आएंगे. Come into the Zoom place. Put your camera on. Then हम आपको इजाज़त देंगे अपना माइक ऑन करने के लिए. वहाँ से हम लोग आगे जाएंगे, देखते हैं क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है. Anything is possible on this.
I think honestly, Cyrus should have something called as ghost kulchas also in his menu.
Yeah.
मतलब order करे और आएगा ही नहीं.
Thankfully, you're not planning it for him. Anything else we want to talk about, Suresh? हम लोग माफ़ी चाहते हैं क्योंकि पिछले हफ्ते हम लोग नहीं आ पाए. You know, and now whenever I announce this in the community section, अरे अमित अय्यर, love you both so much. क्या मस्त लग रहा है तुम लोगों को देख के.
अरे thank you Amit, thank you, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
That's very kind of you.
आपने
So I
इतनी
was
अच्छी
saying,
बात कही.
we
पूरा
missed
महीने
one
का
week.
सैलरी दे दिया.
We missed 1 week. कोई बीच में मेरे को गाली दे रहा है, ये fuck these guys, बेंडीज, तुम लोग को कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं करने गए तो मत करो. Why? How to tell? And I didn't want to talk about this, but we actually had a death in our family. And this guy मेरे को गाली दे रहे हैं उधर. So I said, I'm so sorry to inconvenience you.
But you know,
By us not showing up for life. Listen, no, sir, no.
Sir,
मेरे को बात करने दे. I'm saying कि
can I just
वो
request
आदमी
you to
किधर
get
था?
rid of your
What filter?
the filter? Oh,
Listen, na, sir.
yeah, Kajitin.
I was saying, where was that guy? I think, I don't know, उसका नाम है, कुछ तो है, यूजर
लिख
नेम
के रखना
गॉड
चाहिए
समथिंग. मैं लिख के लिए सर, मैं इधर हर दिन में डार्ट्स खेलता हूँ उसका यूजर नेम के साथ.
Exactly.
Where were you when Suresh Menon showed up every weekend, week after week, even when we didn't have ghost stories? में घर के पास आया वो. किधर थे तुम लोग? Just kidding.
But they're unhappy people. What you cannot do anything about that, right?
No, he said he was a big fan and अरे बाप रे मेरा सब गिर रहा है इधर. That's my sign to eat it. Xanthopolis, both of you are stud my chest. Thank you. You obviously don't know us very well. Gautam's Reckoning saying,
Eh?
please, what happened to Suresh sir with a BMW? Does Suresh have an Audi? He has an Audi, but वो खुद उसने लिखा है गाड़ी पे.
I have
ठीक
an
है.
audio problem.
Shall we begin, sir? हाँ बहुत
नहीं
हो
मेरा
गया.
टॉन्सिल्स में कुछ प्रॉब्लम लग रही है भाई. टॉन्सिल्स तो ठीक है. क्यों भाई क्या हो गया?
Because they tried to take it out from your ear last time.
Oh, okay.
1 hour of just this. Yeah.
Tonsils. Anyway.
तो मैं शुरू कर रहा. By the way, Suresh, how are you?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you so
बहुत हो
much.
गया.
So,
चलो आज हुआ.
so nice of you to ask me, sir.
Cyril has said that he might make it. Well,
Cyril
see,
is just acting too pricey. Yesterday when I spoke to him, he said he's going to be on the show.
Mr.
He's
Morgan
missing
Freeman,
the
how
show.
are you?
Thank you so much. Apde ke angal nahi hai.
Bless you. Let's begin, sir. I'm going to take a
Once
big
again, I
hello
would like to.
Oh, yeah.
You said let's begin. That's why I have to, my contemporary, my colleague,
Karo
Morgan Freeman to Kamal Hassan. Arambik Lama. Arambik Lama. Shall we begin?
There would be more, but all
That's
right.
it. You said let's begin. So I said let's begin
No
Kamal Hassan's
let me just
dialogue.
get my eyelashes sorted. Okay, ready?
Hey,
Sir?
nice looking cutie.
Thank you. Stream के बाद बात करते सर.
Looks as you pencil से सुन ऊपर ऐसे line मारा.
आपको अलग कलर चाहिए तो बता देना.
नहीं. My God, that's there is some bird. I think you're in a bird park. Bird park
ये
में
black अच्छा.
चल birds का feather बाहर आ रहा है.
क्या है the time is running off. Is this what we do? ये सब WhatsApp पे करेंगे सुरेश.
Anchular है.
Don't forget guys, description of this video, Zoom link, come here, tell us your ghost stories, give us your rating, we'll take it from there. And और क्या, hello to all the Harami chat people, तालियां Harami chat लोगों के लिए. Is this do I have a sound effect? I do. All the mods, welcome guys. ठीक है sir. Exactly. ANPHP15. His username is according to which laptop he's using. He says 10 minutes wasted.
Sorry.
I feel exactly the same way as you, sir. Let us begin.
I understand. Let's begin, sir.
Let's begin, sir. Idhar hai wo sub button. Sakshi Saxena ji. Jaldi 5. I played Hoezaay yesterday, Suresh, at a family function.
Wow. And you
It
won?
was really weird. No, I didn't win anything.
That's it.
I never win anything. I barely got any numbers.
That's so annoying, no? And I always wonder why our tickets don't get numbers, others are getting it continuously. Somebody, what?
कौन है ये क्यूट बच्चा? साक्षी जी. अरे यार क्या कर रहे हैं आप? साक्षी जी. We have a fake caller, Suresh. Fake caller. Victor. ठीक है. Sakshi ji, we can't bring you on till we see your face. This is a good way to start the stream. Baki Suresh, any paranormal things happen with you? Good answer. Thank you everyone for joining us on today's stream. People, please stop sending me messages. Oh, you are unmuted. Please stop sending me messages with ghosts and reels and क्या भेजते लोग. I'm not a ghost expert. मेरे को कुछ पता नहीं. I don't even believe in this nonsense. That's it, guys. That's it for today's stream. Suresh, this was the day Cyril should have come. अपना stream इधर ही खत्म होने वाला है.
Exactly.
There's no one in the waiting room. I'm joking. Hello. अरे अभिलाषा जी कैसे हैं आप? Let me just unmute you. कितना खुश लग रहे हैं आप? You're obviously not doing a ghost stories live stream. Hi.
You're too now she's done.
Big fan, Suresh sir. Big fan, Hoezaay sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Medium sized pants. How are you? Tell me.
We're fine, sir. Sir, can I just switch off my video button because
Yeah, you can, but only if you stop calling us sir.
Yeah.
Because लोग तो रास्ते पे गाली देते हैं. आप सर इतना रिस्पेक्ट प्लीज नहीं. आप बंद करो मैम. ठीक है.
So, my horror story is actually divided into two parts. Like it's the same story, but it's like the first is a very horror thing that happened, and the second one is a paranormal thing that happened
Okay.
within the same exact story. So this actually happened to my father when he was around 8 or 9 years old. So my father, he grew up in Shillong. So basically, I'm from Assam, and he grew up in Shillong, which is the capital of Meghalaya, and he was for his summer vacations to his nanny's house. So this was in the early 1980s, the late 1970s. And उस समय में क्या होता था कि there would be these open theaters. So धान की खेती जब सूख जाती थी तो ऐसे ऐसा था लेकिन it was not the summers, it was actually the winters. तो धान की खेती जब सूख जाती थी तो उधर एक थिएटर होता था. So he was with his mom and his mama, right? So his mom was sitting on this side of the row, and because he got bored of the theater, he thought of getting up and going towards to the mama. But in the meantime, the show got over and everybody stood up. Like they were sitting, so everybody stood up. And my father, he got lost. So when he got lost, since it was a new place to him, he did not know. He could not find his mother. He could not find his mama. He knew the way to his house, so he thought, let me just walk towards my home. Maybe they will find me there. He started walking, and उस समय में क्या होता था? There was no electricity. So he started walking, and on his way to his house, he found some company. So these were these young men who also came from the theater, and they were walking around like along. While walking, what had happened is that after some time they parted ways, and he was left alone in the middle of the road when nowhere to go. So he was very horrified. But still, he started walking, and he finally reached home. Now, there was only three people in the house. The Nanaji, Nani was dead. So Nanaji, my mama, Miss my father's mama, and his mom. So they were in the theater. They haven't reached home. So he was only there, and the Nanaji was there. Now Nanaji was a bit deaf, right? He was a bit deaf, and he locked his house, and he was asleep. So this young boy, my father, he was banging the door like, Nanaji, please open up. Please open the door. I want to come in. So he was banging the door, but then there was no response. He got tired, and he sat in the veranda. He stood in the veranda. Now the house, there were two roads. Like there was a left, on the left side there was a road, and on the right side there was another road. So as he was sitting towards his right side, there was this huge people ka ped, like those big, very huge people ka ped,
Okay.
and he was just sitting there. So suddenly there was no electricity. There was just moonlight and a chota diya jo hota hai. So there was this diya, there was lit. So he looked towards his left, and he could see, like he felt very spooky. So he could see this woman with very long hair, like it was very messy. It was very long hair. It was touching the ground, and her cloth was wheatish, like it was very dirty cloth, like a very very dirty person. It felt like as if she's a mad woman or something. And she looked at my father. First he thought that it could be a shadow because of course it was very dark, so it could be just a shadow. So he didn't look there. But later, after some time, she looked at my father and she waved at him, like with the direction of like, come near me. She's like waving him like, come near me. So my father somehow he got this like, she's not a safe lady. I should just run away. And he started banging at the door of Nanaji, but Nanaji was like, no, he's not waking up. Like he's fast asleep. He's quite deaf and he's not waking up. So my father, he was doing that. So after that, what he did is that he he was so scared. So he went behind the house. It was not a proper house. It was a kacha ghar jo hota hai.
Mm.
It was a hut. So he went behind the hut and he hid himself in the fetal position. He was absolutely petrified. So this, when he hid himself there, this lady, she walked few meters ahead of where she was, and then from there, from the creek, she looked at my father and she started waving to him again from that small creek that was there. So my father, he saw that. So he came back to his position. He started banging the door of Nanaji. This continued for a good 5 to 10 minutes. And my father said, I was so petrified. I could not even it gives him goosebumps even to this date.
Oh
Then
man.
after some time, again, he turned out to be lucky. A few young men, of course, they were different men, not the men he first came across. They were this young men, and they were with the cigarettes in their hand. They were having cigarettes, and they were just walking. They were most probably coming from the theater, and they were walking. And while they were doing that, my father actually rushed to them, because my father heard somewhere that bad people or evil spirits, they're scared of people, and they're scared of fire. So they had secrets. So my father rushed towards them and grabbed their feet, like, Dada, please help me. Like, something is going wrong. Something. This woman is disturbing me.
Hmm.
Now they thought that my father was a robber, or like they were like conspiring as a robber,
No.
because he was a new child. He was from the city, so he was in a village, and nobody really recognized him. So they actually wanted to beat my father up,
Arre
because they
baapre.
thought because they thought, oh, he's conspiring, and he's just here to distract us so that others could come and loot us or something like that. So, but then luckily one of them recognized my father and said, "Are you the son of this and this?" And I said, "Yes, yes, I'm the son of this and this." And I said,
Ah,
"Okay." So
thank
they
God.
recognized him, and after that, my
Son
father
of
said, "What?"
this.
So my father said, they said, "What's the matter?" My father said, look that side. There's this lady who's just staring at me from that time, and she's quite horrifying to look at. She's looking at me. Now, actually, what happens is that in those days, it's considered very inauspicious for girls to have long hair that is left untied, and unless until you're a mad woman. So that's how
Oh,
they stay.
okay. If
So
mad, it's allowed. Hmm.
because yeah, so it's like it's not something that was common in those days.
Hmm.
So they looked at her, and they did not recognize her. Like, none of them recognized her, because she looked like a completely foreign lady to them. Like,
They could see her,
she,
but
they could see her, they could not see her face.
okay.
They could see that she was standing behind the people tree, but they could not see the face. They said, what should we do? They said, like, should we go and speak to her? So one of them, they started throwing rocks at her, just because, like, for the sake of what they started, because she was not moving at all. So she wanted to see if this is really a woman.
Why would
It
you
was,
do that?
because
Okay,
I
that's
don't
long.
know.
It's
So
not on us. It happened long time back. Huh? Then
then after
Happy.
that, she climbed up, that my father says, and this is what others, like my father, like, he says this clearly. She climbed up on that tree. Okay, she just climbed up, like, with the tree was so smooth, it has no branches, it was a very big tree. So she just climbed up on the tree, and she jumped from that tree to a tuft of bamboos. Like, there was a tuft of bamboos nearby. So she jumped to that. Like, there's a small, like, it is a forested area. Assam is always a forested area. So she jumped to there, and in mid-air she disappeared. She was
oh,
nowhere to be seen. So in mid-air she disappeared. Nobody know where she went. Did she fall down? They actually came rushing to see if she fall down. She was nowhere to be
And
seen.
there was no one there.
There was no
Teleportation.
one
She's
there.
like Nightcrawler from the X-Men.
She
This
just
is
jumped
wild.
and jumped there. And a few times after some time, my nani, which is my father's mother, and the mama, they came. They were actually searching for him in the theater. So they came, and when the whole story was narrated, and it was like some sort of something puja or something was being done. It was actually found out that yes, she was like sort of a. She was not a churel. She's like some sort of a woman who does black magic. So she's just this lady who kidnaps young children. Actually, she's not a
My
witch, but she's like a
gosh.
person who does black magic, and she kidnaps children. And उस समय it's also being said that वो बलि भी चढ़ाती है कि छोटे
So
बच्चों
one
की
second. So
what
all
was
these
that?
people, your relative, I was who's that? Your nana, right? Who
Dad,
was a dad
my
outside,
father.
and I'm always listening, and
grandfather
uh,
sleeping
and
in.
all those guys together. They all saw this lady jump off a tree and then
They saw,
disappear into thin air.
yeah, they saw
I
this lady
probably
jump.
solved it.
So
I'm
they
sure you
just
have,
said
sir.
that they sometimes later they said that she was caught by police or something, but not really sure. They said that she was this lady who was just going around villages kidnapping young kids, and like for the
And how?
sacrifice.
Damn, a
And did
lot
they?
of
Did
like
they?
these urban legends mixed into this. Suresh,
Yeah,
yes.
I think it was Akshay Kumar practicing. He did something like
Akshay
Lakshmi picking
Kumar,
lady.
why Akshay
Yeah, because
Kumar?
he's the only guy who could have gone up so smoothly and jumped and then disappeared.
Fair, fair. Anyway, ma'am,
Yeah,
you had said I shouldn't be asking this, but you had said there's a part two, but unfortunately we've reached Panvel already. This
Yeah.
was quite scary in itself. You want to tell us quickly what the part 2 was? Or,
Actually,
you told us already.
it's there in the story itself because my
Ah,
father,
thank
he
God.
was so terrified by that beating up. Like he said, that, oh, like they thought him to be a robber, and then he was
Yeah,
left in the
yeah.
middle of the road, and then he had to hide himself behind the house. It was very horrifying for him. I think he says that
Man.
apart from
Yeah.
seeing the ghost or something, he's not horrified of that. He's just
He's
horrified the
more.
fact that he had to go through all of this.
At least the ghost is just
Obviously.
jumping from the tree and disappearing.
Yeah.
People are actually beating each other
Yeah,
up. So people are scarier for
it
sure.
was not very clear, sir. It was not very clear. It's just that
Amazing.
they didn't find her anywhere else.
That was a wild 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Abhilasha. Great narration. Thank you so much for sharing
Yeah.
that with us.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
Have a
so
much.
good
much,
one.
sir.
Boni
Thank
hoge
you.
rele through Abhilasha. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Morgan Freeman. Welcome back, sir. So, how
I
would you
just
rate that story? Pretty
are you
scary
rating
and
to
good
scary in
movie
the sense
vibes.
for a child. Imagine guys stuck outside knocking and nobody's opening when he knows that somebody can help him. My God, that itself
That's
would have been so
crazy, na?
scary.
That's
In middle
pretty
of the night,
crazy.
yeah.
Someone
Oh
said
God.
Paco, Paco.
Oh, ghost doing parkour. That's very
I
interesting.
haven't.
And basically, the ghost was just calling, just watch me do all these things. Now, please, somebody.
I haven't done this stream in 1 week now, so I'm gonna have to practice keeping this straight face, pretending like I'm not reading what's in the chat, but I am, unfortunately. Suresh, when you start smirking, na, it becomes very tough for me, sir.
I
आप मुझे
smirk
हंसा रहे हो,
मुझे दो तीन
हंसा
पॉइंट्स
रहे हो.
काफी फनी लगे इसमें
मुझे भी,
बट
sir.
लेकिन I was thinking about this young lad
Thank you for
outside
your
the door.
ratings, guys. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, sir. Continue. Yeah.
I was just worried about that lad outside the door when I realized so already that's past. So थोड़ा टेंशन गया मेरा लेकिन मैं वही सोच रहा I was just minding
A lot of the premises was scary. Being alone outside, being outside the door, and not being able to come in and
but
all.
this thing nowadays you know heroes do that ना फाइट सीन में विलेन को ऐसा
Yeah, yeah. But अरे ये अटक गया मेरा.
अरे
Sorry, sir. Hello. Hi,
ओए
Suresh. बोले तो कैसे हो आप, sir?
तिवारी जी कैसे हैं
I just came here to say happy
पुत्री
birthday, Cyrus. Putteri. And happy birthday, Cyrus.
भाई
Also,
आमिर खान भाई आमिर खान
no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not American, but it's a
बहुत
very bad
बहुत
impersonation if it is. But
अच्छा अच्छा
I just want
ठीक
to
है
say, Rucha Kadam says, you guys are amazing. The streamers help me a lot. I just do that every time. Streamers help me a lot in my stressful times. Keep doing more ghost story streams. Love you guys. Rucha Kadam, अपने लिए
पुत्री
उल्टा अपने लिए उल्टा इफेक्ट था. We are getting stressed doing the ghost stories. But at least आपका stress थोड़ा कम हो रहा है, तो ये अच्छी
Andres
चीज है.
Madara
Arun 211093, I think last few digits of his phone number. Story का rating नहीं हुआ. Thank you. Story rating police. Anza Ahmed, thank you so much. Bare. Mayur.
बूथ
Oh
सिंह
sorry.
चड्डा
Oh
बूथ
sorry.
सिंह
मेरा
चड्डा
आवाज चेंज हो गया. माफ कीजिएगा.
पुत्री
मैं थोड़ा बह गया.
बोलिए
Mayur Iyer says, कैसे हीरा लोग? What a great start to this weekend. Maybe you are watching some other stream. Sam
that's-
काम्बले प्लीज सर प्लीज आप मेरे को थोड़ा
बात
इंटरप्ट मैं आपको बहुत इंटरप्ट करता हूँ माफी चाहता हूँ इसके लिए लेकिन प्लीज
आप तो मुझे अवॉइड ही करते हो
सर सर
ओह सॉरी
Sam oh teri Sam Kamble has been binge watching all the ghost stories videos since the past few weeks. This is my first time watching it live. Thanks a ton for doing this, guys. Love from Panvel. Very nice, very nice. Nikhil Soni, cheers, guys. Margaritas for my favorite people. कुछ है नहीं इधर मैं देख रहा हूँ त्रिशला डैश थैंक यू सो मच त्रिशला कशाला मला माहिती नाही चला लेट्स गो फॉरवर्ड प्लीज लीव माय बॉडी ओह हाय सुरेश वेलकम आई डोंट नो कि मेरे साथ क्या क्या चल रहा है आजकल सो बट कसे आहेस तुम्ही एवरीथिंग ओके सुरेश का लाइटिंग अच्छा है सुरेश ने आप नोट वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट खोला है दैट्स व्हाई हिज लाइट्स हैव कम ऑन व्हाट आर यू डूइंग व्हाट आर यू राइटिंग डाउन एवरी टाइम आई इंटरप्ट यू
ब्रो
बेटर नॉट
मुसीबत है कुछ है ही नहीं इधर
ठीक है वी आर मूविंग ऑन फॉर आवर नेक्स्ट कॉलर सर उत्तरी सब चेंज हो गया मेरा सेटअप में मैंने बटन इधर से उधर I've spent the last few weeks just messing around making a new rig, Suresh. Dude, they gave it to me. I swear they really gave it to me, Suresh. All these parts for the computer. Hey, Suresh, बहुत हो गया तेरा. I've got now 2 computers over here. One has to come to your house. Just get permission from your wife. I've had it with you.
I wish I could speak exactly the same way you spoke to me with my wife.
They get just speak to us,
That day
Suresh. Come on and get play
I did
Counter Strike.
speak to her. I did speak to her when she had gone out of the house. I did speak to her, but then she was not
But
able to
then she
listen to me.
couldn't hear you because she's so far
Ghost
away.
experience in
I
Nepal.
understand. Hello there, Ghost Experience in Nepal. You're going to have to put your camera on and उसके बाद हम आपको unmute करेंगे. Um,
Nepal.
I'm beginning to edit my new rig vlog,
Arey,
guys. It's going to take some time. It's a very heavy video. All right, we got a story from Nepal. A dashing young chap
Roshan
downstairs in his
Andrews.
building.
Roshan Matthew.
Good
पहचाना
evening.
नहीं क्या?
Oh, I must. Whenever
I
somebody
think
says "pehchana nahi," I know कि this is going to go badly.
पहले भी आप टेरेस से ही कुछ
I,
भूत की स्टोरी बताए थे ना?
yes sir, you are right.
Yeah.
So
Welcome,
I
buddy.
want your permission if I'm allowed to say another story. I
Sure,
spoke
sure.
long ago, like long ago. Remember, I told a story about the haunted bungalow. My whole family had the experience.
Bro, go
Yes,
for it.
yes.
No one is
From
keeping
Delhi,
track
correct? From Delhi,
other than
No, sir,
Suresh.
Nagpur.
Nagpur.
I'm from Mumbai. The
Not
story
even
was from
Suresh.
Nagpur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chalo.
First thing, let me just ask, am my voice clear? Can you hear me?
Very much, sir. Spotify, Amazon Music, Ghana, YouTube Premium, sub.
मैं because मेरा ऑटो रुका के मैं फुटपाथ पे खड़ा है अभी मैं मलाड में है
No, it's
right
clean.
now.
It's clean. It's
So,
Arey.
clean. We'll keep quiet. Don't worry.
okay, I won't take too long.
but don't try
So
to
this
cross
was-
the road when you're talking to us, please, for heaven's sake.
Sir, I'm standing on a footpath. I'm standing. I'm
Okay,
not walking.
huh.
I'm not walking.
Okay.
Nice area. Yeah.
Okay.
Please
So
continue, sir.
this was a very recent experience I had like 3 weeks ago, and it again involves the same family members which were there in the previous story. So जो मेरा भाई था, who's from Nagpur, he got married, and he got married to a Nepali girl. So the marriage was in Nepal. So we had gone there for 5 days. So 2 दिन का जो था starting में जो function everything was done. Then it was just us cousins planning to roam around and chill and all. So there is this place in Nepal called Tamil, which is like अपना South Bombay जैसा. It's more like nightlife wala. So it opens at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it goes on till like 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's all clubs and partying and all. So we had like a family dinner, and we had plans of visiting that place because the very next day हम लोग का flight था for India, and we didn't have much time. So जो हम लोग का bus the family had arranged, the family Nepal had arranged for us, वो bus का भी उस दिन last था. So the driver said that whoever wants to go there, first we'll drop all the family members to the hotels, and then we'll take you guys to Tamil will drop you there. Then you take a cab from there and you come back home. We were like, okay. So there were some 25 of us in that bus. We were heading to that place. It was some half an hour away from a hotel room. And so we left from there. What happened was that I was seated in the front seat. All of us were just chit-chatting and talking and all. And there was a junction, basically. It's around 11:30 in the night. There were no street light or anything. And suddenly, what the driver saw, and I got a peek at it basically, there was a lady who was standing facing the opposite direction. मतलब हमारा बस जो डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है वो भी उसी डायरेक्शन को फेस करके उल्टा खड़ी है, वो रोड के उस तरफ देख रही है. ठीक है, शी जस्ट स्टैंडिंग स्टिल, okay, not moving at all. And to give you an idea of the posture, जो signature posture है रोनाल्डो का, she's standing something like that, very still, okay, not moving at all. And because there were no street, no comparison, but just an idea. So, and what happened was that since there were no street light or anything, so दूर से दिखा नहीं that she's standing there. We were, I think, hardly 6 to 7 feet away. Our bus was 6 to 7 feet away from hitting her. Bus wala honked or anything. She did not move at all. So bus wala had to like take a cut. And when I saw that, I yelled, "Oh shit! What the hell?" And everyone was looking at me कि क्या हुआ कर, because सब लोग busy थे बात करने में. And then I was like, there was a lady standing. But this happened in like split of seconds. And while our bus was passing by, तो जो मेरा जो cousin है, he was sitting at the window, and he also happened to peek outside the window while we were passing. And people were like, कि तू झूठ बोल रहा है, तू डरा मत, हम लोग को, we're just going to have fun and time pass करना है, तो why are you like making fake stories or something like that? I'm like, like I seriously saw someone. Bus driver wala was also like quite shocked. He had no idea what just happened. And my brother, he also confirmed, yeah, I also saw what he saw. So he's not joking like this. So he like validated what I was saying. And then we just went by. And uske baad mein, when the bus passed by, I could still see her standing there, the same posture. Okay? And हम लोग का बस निकल गया because we had no idea and we didn't want to risk anything. Firstly, we don't have like any kind of network in our phone or anything. कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता तो we had no clue क्या करेंगे, किसको कांटेक्ट करेंगे and all. So we just left and we were like कि ठीक है, मतलब अगर कोई इंसान है तो we are glad कि उसको हिट नहीं हुआ करके. But it was something else. No idea what happened. We went, we had fun, we came back and then मेरे भाई के वाइफ who's from Nepal, I told her कि ऐसा ऐसा हुआ कर. Then she was also not ready to believe, but then she told her mom, and next day before we were leaving for India, her mom said that that thing is called Kitch Kandi. It's like an urban legend over there. Okay, Kitch Kandi. It's a very funny name. So apparently, it is more like a lost spirit, soul kind of a thing, which latches itself to a location, basically, and it never leaves from there. And it haunts people. So she is like कि also that spot जहाँ पे जो मैंने describe किया था, that's the only sharp turn in that entire road to that place called Sali. So it is known for accidents, and most of the accidents that has happened over there were because of such kind of phenomenon.
Oh,
So you take
freaky.
a sudden turn like that, na? So accidents हो जाते हैं. So this guy just went straight.
हाँ, it's like a proper curve, but the thing is कि एक तो वहाँ पे कैसा है, everything shut around like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Only this place where we were going to the Thamel area, that is like the night wala place, right? That's why we were
So
going
all
there.
the
Not that
Sonata
much,
seeps
like,
in very early, I think, basically. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what would
So
happen if you slowed down and then just slowly went past her on the right.
I probably wouldn't have been on this team today then. I think so.
Freaky.
But when
That
we were returning also, like हम लोगों ने आते हुए कैब किया था, so we were just asking him. ऐसे ही कैश भी दिए, we didn't want to tell him कि ऐसा कुछ पूछा बच्चे. We were just like कि यहाँ पे कुछ घोस्ट का साइटिंग होता है क्या? And he is like कि मैंने तो काफी सुना है, but मैंने खुद ने कभी देखा नहीं है. So we were like कि okay, this is what had happened basically. So वो बोला कि नहीं, it must be some drunk girl or something like that. ऐसे बहुत टूरिस्ट लोग आते हैं and you know वो ऐसा random गिरी करते हैं. But then even if it
could
was
have
some
been
kind of a
anything.
spirit or
Yeah.
something, she wouldn't be alone, right? Standing in the middle of the night at that spot, like she must be having people around, right?
Yeah.
She was just standing there, like completely frozen. And then my bhabhi, she clarified this is what it was.
Anyway.
So उसके बाद में, I don't know.
Thank you, buddy.
Fortunately, it was our last day.
Thanks for sharing that with us. There was a similar story. Remember, someone called us Suresh last
stream
time and said,
And
Very
that was
interesting.
basically about this ghost who want to take a lift. So the bus goes over her, it hangs in bit underneath the bus.
वो बहन है उसकी sister.
Same. That was
Sister ghost.
somewhere in Bangalore or something.
International
What-
sister, international sister.
What would be funny is if this ghost, like you said, I don't know why you mentioned Ronaldo beach mein, but if the ghost suddenly turn away, anyway, take care, buddy. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Interesting, Suresh. What do? You see someone in the middle of the road. I mean, no one in their right mind is going to say, "Bhoot hai, chalo leke jana." You're going to stop. You're going to swerve, right?
Yeah. So I think that explains a lot of these random accidents in the night on highways and all this. God only knows. Yeah.
Good way to
Scary.
blame someone else.
Someone else. Yeah. But
What
damn it,
rubbish.
this is so spooky. All these things are. मैं रात को नहीं चलूंगा अभी से.
Coffee, spooky dooky.
बिल्कुल.
Okay. Here we go.
And
अरे,
Sam,
what
पीछे
kind of
नहीं
popcorn
देखता.
was that?
ठीक है. पेरू. हमें अमरूद. पॉपकॉर्न भी आएगा.
Enjoy. You know all the words for Peru. Very good. Rishaji, Bits Pilani Girls Hostel Ghost Story connecting to audio. Rishaji doing some last minute सब चश्मा फेंक के बाहर हो जाएगा. Don't worry. In the meanwhile, अगर आपको थोड़ा भी मजा आ रहा है तो किसी को बता देना. You thought I was going to say hit like and subscribe ना, but वो भी आप कर सकते हो. अब अगर आपके पास थोड़ा टाइम है, अच्छा रहेगा. Hello ma'am, good evening to you and everybody in your family. Sorry, as I was clicking unmute, I remuted you. Baap re. welcome. Good
Hi,
evening.
Hoezaay, I'm such a big fan.
Hi Huku, hi ma'am. Thank you. कितना sweet है आप.
So, hi. So
He's
I
saying
can't
हाँ
do-
also.
What?
आप कितना sweet है saying हाँ. ठीक है fine.
Confidence है. ऐसे
अच्छी
होना
बात है,
चाहिए.
अच्छी बात है.
Also, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I
Arey!
mean, it's the first time I ever
Take
died
it away,
in.
Suresh.
Happy birthday to Risha. Happy birthday, dear Risha. Welcome to Ghost Story.
What a weird birthday wish this is. But happy birthday for tomorrow, Risha. Tell us, आप कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं?
So I'm from Lucknow.
गलत
And
जवाब आप मुंह से बोल रहे हैं. I'm
galat
so
jawab.
sorry about that. But Lucknow say, and what rating would you like to give your story?
So I would give it a 7 maybe. देखते हैं.
क्या बात है, देखते हैं. 35/100 मिलता है आपको कि क्या होता है? Best of luck, ma'am. The stage is yours. Tell us your ghost story.
Thank you. So this happened with one of my friends. मतलब उसके कॉलेज की स्टोरी है. So I'm telling that.
Okay.
So this happened in Pilani, the Pilani campus. और
Lovely
वहाँ
campus,
पे
huh?
तो yeah, it's very beautiful.
Super place.
So what happened was usually दो लड़कियां थी, मतलब usually girls hostel जो normal रहता है वहाँ पे, and they were roommates. And एक दिन क्या हुआ, usually मतलब एग्जाम्स जब चल रहे रहते हैं तो people tend to study on the night before. साल भर तो कोई पढ़ता नहीं.
Yeah.
So
Nicely put in.
yeah. तो दो जो roommates थी वो अपना रात को पढ़ रहे थे, and they were from different fields. So one of them went to a friend's room to study, और एक जो roommate थी वो अपने room में पढ़ रही थी. And जो भी फिर उन्होंने अपना पढ़ा जो रूम में पढ़ रही थी, जिस रूम में पढ़ रही थी वो अपना सो वो गई, और जो उसकी रूममेट थी जो अपनी फ्रेंड के रूम में जाके पढ़ रही थी, she came in the night. तो उसने देखा कि लाइट बंद है and she had to take a book. तो उसने देखा विंडो खुली हुई है, तो उसने विंडो से वो बुक उठाई and she went away. Then what happened was next day when she came in the morning, जब 6 बज गया, रोशनी हो गई, she came to her room and she saw that her roommate was dead, और उसके जो wall थी उस पे लिखा था thanks for not switching on the light.
Oh shit. That one.
God, I got
That one.
goosebumps. What the hell? What
Yeah.
the hell
That's
kind of
the
story is this?
That's it.
That's
Going-
it. That's the story. Sweet and simple. And
Oh,
Sweet and they're not
shit.
sweet for sure.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Which
No, but
brings
this-
us back, Suresh, to our original discussion. क्या आप
Brings us-
लोग लाइट के साथ मतलब ऑन रख के सोते हैं कि बंद रख के सोते हैं? ऋषा जी, lights on or off when you're sleeping?
I तो like to sleep in complete darkness, but
Same here, but no one allows me. तो क्या करें? Suresh
No, but-
puts all the lights on, even his
No, but
neighbors.
I just feel that that the whole thing of writing on the wall. Remember, there was somebody who told us a similar story, and they were not going to switch on the light. Then slowly, that guy saw something and said, "Okay, come out, let's go out again," and then called the cops because there was somebody under the bed.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
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 that was
yeah.
a different story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also remember.
Oh, bro, freaky
Oh, God.
story. Freaky story.
Freaky. But no resolution to that. Nothing. No investigation happened. No police. Nothing.
Something must have happened, but वो ऐसे liquefy. Okay, this is the story that I know. इसके बाद after the end, no one dares to ask उसके बाद क्या हुआ. Obviously, investigation हुआ ही रहता
पुलिस भी अरे सर कुछ नहीं खूनी कुछ नहीं भूत आके मार के गए क्या कर सकते हम लोग.
है. Exam pressure.
Anyway, thank you so
Wow.
much, Risha. Have a good one.
Thank you for.
Thank you. Bye.
क्या बात है? And the award for shortest, scariest story.
Seriously. She
goes
just
to
went
Risha.
the other side top करके ना. There's a slap.
Yeah.
Chilling twist. You're right, Mayur. Absolutely chilling twist. मैं तो डर गई.
मैं तो डर गई. That's Mayur Iyer. Hold on, एक second, Mayur.
मैडम
हेलो
आप ठीक
सुरेश
तो हैं?
जी मैं ठीक हूँ थोड़ा मैं आइस रखी थी इधर बाय मिस्टेक चेयर पे सॉरी बट
लग
हाय
रहा-
सुरेश जी लुकिंग सो क्यूट टुडे
Oh, thank you.
मयूर अय्यर ने बोला है कि दैट वाज अ चिलिंग ट्विस्ट मैं तो डर गई says
अच्छा
मयूर
काफी
अय्यर
आप लास्ट टाइम से काफी एज हो गए अपने आपके वॉइस में थोड़ा ट्रेम्बलिंग हो रहा है.
हाँ लाइफ में इतने स्ट्रेसेस है आजकल आप तो एक हफ्ते में यू नो 2 साल निकल जाता है आपको तो पता ही है सर
अजीब साउंड हो रही है यहाँ पे anyway.
हाँ, नहीं नहीं, क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप? निशांत सर, आप संभल के, आपको आपका पूरा गला को ठीक करना पड़ेगा, आपका गला को दबाना पड़ेगा सर। सुरेश जी, निशांत शाह सेज, अरे बोलने तो दीजिए।
आप बोलिए प्लीज, मैं
हाँ, निशांत शाह बोल रहे हैं कि हॉरर स्टोरी
आप अजीब साउंड हो रहा है, कोई डॉग भी बात
चमाइला
कर रहा है आपका मतलब। आप बोलते रहिए, आप बोलते रहिए, मैं आ रहा हूँ।
horror story prompt. A nurse at the hospital is a clairvoyant after hours performing a seance at the hospital's morgue. That's it. अच्छा था. I don't know. Mandar Khopkar says, congrats on the rig. Yo, क्या specs and cyberpunk चल रही है क्या? अरे हार्डकोर चल रही है, पूरा रे ट्रेसिंग, पूरा ट्रे ट्रेसिंग, सबका रेसिंग, सब के साथ.
जी
क्या
भाई।
ओपी है मेरा नया रिग. बट
Leave my body. अरे Suresh, welcome. Good to have you back, bro.
I'm there, bro. I'm there. I'm here,
Good to have
bro.
you back, and
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Morgan.
Okay.
क्या time pass. You know,
But why
we don't
she-
talk about this too much, but the panelists here, we definitely are affected by the ghost stories, because these ghost stories come back to us later in the night when we're alone in the bathroom alone. I hope
Yeah.
it's having the same effect on you guys also. Just remember that these are all stories. As far as I'm concerned, they're all stories. Suresh तो थोड़ा बहुत वो believe करता है अभी, you know, Suresh. But मैं तो नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. Till you put me in a भूत बंगला with all the lights off, ना, I will not believe. The moment you take me there, ना, मैं भाग जाएगा वहाँ से. That's मैं risk नहीं लेने का. I don't know about you guys, but hello everyone. Once again, welcome Harami Chat, mods, Discordiers. How to share our stories, says Sam. Thank you for asking, Sam. Sam, बहुत ही आसान चीज़ है ये. आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाना पड़ेगा. आप कूद जाइए उसके अंदर. वहाँ पे एक लिंक मिलेगा. क्लिक कर दो. आप जूम खुलेगा. आप ब्राउजर में भी खोल सकते हैं और आप आ जाइए इधर वेटिंग रूम में.
So I want to tell you something, Uday. Last
Tell me.
Saturday, I was shooting in Royal Palms, Goregaon,
What were you shooting?
for a movie.
Okay.
Very interesting film, directed by a new director, Chintan Shah.
This is the one where you have the apple sticker on your head.
Yes, that same one, same one. So I must tell you that we were shooting in Royal Palms, deep inside,
Yeah.
and
Tell us
most
more.
of the stories that we heard was also, RA Milk Road, that road that you come. People had sightings over there.
Why is your voice vibrating? I'm getting a little nervous.
I'm walking here.
Oh, the Ruare milk story.
Oh yeah, उतना सा vibrate हुआ.
The-
तो मैं walking कर रहा था इसके लिए bro. So
हाँ, थोड़ा yes.
तो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ कि
बोलिए
तो उसके सामने where we were shooting from the place, the location that we were, you could see this place called Imperial Palace Hotel, which is now completely in darkness, shut.
I know that
Like a
पूरा
good-
सन्नाटा ही सन्नाटा है. Very
Oh
creepy
man,
in
in the night. So I was thinking, I was hoping that अगर 2:30 को pack up हुआ, तो coming back by that road, just imagine there were people who had just 2 weeks before they said they were walking across the road, and then some lady came out and
Yeah,
गाड़ी
and
को
we are hearing these stories every other week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh damn, what do I do? So thankfully we packed up at 6, so that was sorted. So it was almost daylight.
But you drove alone?
No, I had my driver with me. But
See, there's no shame, na. All you people 40 plus, and you all
no,
could have
I
dis-
like.
you
I
all could have
love driving
discussed
alone.
it, and everybody could have left at the same time, na.
Yeah, I
Imagine
tried, but
huge
thankfully
groups of people worried about ghosts and all.
no. So my makeup person, his headlight was not working properly, so I made sure that
Of
we
course.
both came together to the highway. So
Next
thankfully
time, na, I've got a fix for that, Suresh. If the headlight is not working,
Hmm.
take a rock
Hmm.
and you break his headlight.
Ah.
ठीक है, वो आगे का वो जो प्लास्टिक है ना, वो
तोड़ देना
वो
नीचे.
निकाल देना. Then you put your phone का flash on.
Ah.
And then you place your phone inside over there. If you have blue tack or some tape or something, it's just something I thought of right now, so I thought I'd share with you guys. Big fan from Nepal. Hi, Smile. How are you? Yes, I see you. Priya Verma, thank you so much for your message. Suresh, become very good at this popcorn eating. आपने, and no one sensed it also. Someone mentioned कि अरे I don't see the popcorn. मजा आता है देखने में. थोड़ा इधर फेंक के खाना. संभाल. Suresh joking.
I'm not joking. I'm showing different ways of, So मैं क्या बोल रहा था होजे, फिर ऐसे,
नहीं, now I want to address this comment over here.
yeah,
मैं बहुत,
uh,
I've become crazy
please.
now. पप्पू थकेला, इसका नाम है, सोचो. पप्पू थकेला says, Jose can't seem to get his hands off his beard, self-obsessed. Bhai, have you seen my Instagram? I'm way more self-obsessed without touching my beard. I drop water on my chin, okay? Because this is the problem with social media. Sir, I want to mention, people take things out of context और कुछ भी
Yeah,
बोलने लगते हैं.
exactly.
देखिए ये अलग बात है कि मैं एक्चुअली हूँ सेल्फ ऑब्सेस्ड, वो अलग बात है. प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. यू हैव टू बी यार, अगर तुम्हारा
I'm
काम
touching
सब
my beard.
इसमें विद योर अदर हैंड.
Yeah.
फैमिली शो, लेट्स कीप गोइंग. बट
I didn't hear that.
Suresh, I'm telling you, social media now, the death of us all now.
Yeah, I warned you
I
when you
don't
were
believe
talking.
anything anymore.
No, sir. I warned
And
you so many years back.
Arey, there was one conversation I had with someone. I don't want to mention again because might get more attention. The conversation I had with a certain someone, and someone clipped just that part of the conversation. Okay, the conversation was actually a joke about me only. I was making fun of myself, but in that conversation, it looks like I'm making fun of somebody else. तो comments में सब लोग मेरे को गाली दे रहे हैं, ये चूतिया, so bastard, ungrateful you. And I was like, no, bhai, please. Anyway, but for whoever's watching now, if you, yes, we might come across as a little arrogant and crazy and weird, and we touch our beards a lot, we seem self-obsessed, but when the cameras are all off, we are fairly normal people. I was going to say normal. नहीं. तो चलो, that much is there. Thank you, Pappu Thakela. You are going to be Akela. Okay, let's see who we are. Oh no, yaar. Bandra's scary story, Suresh. Should I take it?
Oh God. चल take it.
बैंड्रा में क्यों बैंड्रा में नहीं चाहिए भूत हम लोग को, क्या बात कर रहे हैं. Sharon, are you there, man?
Maybe Sharon saw you walking or
Open the
Cyril
door,
walking.
man. Saw me standing at the. Hey Sharon, man, जल्दी करो man, हमारा टाइम निकल जाएगा. You know,
Yeah, man.
सुरेश पॉपकॉर्न खाएगा, टाइम निकल जाएगा.
Enga.
Dolce and Gabbana. Why did I do that song? So stupid of me.
Suresh popcorn खाएगा, time निकल जाएगा. Nice one, yeah.
Thank you, sir. I do write rubbish raps from time to time. Sharon, देखिए, तुमको क्या करना पड़ेगा ना, तुमको पहला, भाग सकते भी तुम, ये भी अच्छा आइडिया है.
That basically Cyril.
ये Sharon अपने को उल्की दे रहा है मैन.
एकदम Sharon बन रहा है. Sharon
उल्की
नाम
दे के
बन रहा है.
भाग गया वो मैन.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I think that was Cyril.
Suresh sounds like a bandwagon very often.
I'm
Right, here we
a
go.
Bandrapaga man. I studied MMK man, bro.
Hyper realistic, you studied in
Hyper realistic horror
horror
story.
stories connecting
story.
to audio. मैं तो डर गई. Hyper realistic horror story. What is meaning? What is it? क्या बोलता है?
वो बहुत पर्दे
Karen,
पर देख रहे हैं.
क्या Karen की ना Karen, ये कैसी मुश्किल है. Hyper realistic horror story. मैं तुमको unmute करता है. YouTube बंद करो, सुन रहे ला पीछे. No problem. कैसे है भाई?
Hi Jose, all good.
किधर से?
From Mumbai, Andheri.
Mumbai, Andheri man.
एकदम वीरेंद्र सहवाग younger version.
I just downloaded the Zoom app, logged in, and I'm in.
Arey.
Okay.
अरे वाह.
You didn't need to actually. You can just go via browser also, I think. I don't know, but anyway, अच्छा
I
रहेगा.
hope I hope आपका भूत अंधेरी में नहीं है.
Actually, hai.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
माँ की यार. चलो,
But
ठीक है.
yeah,
Anyway.
it's a friend story. I'll rate it maybe 6.5, not being too ambitious.
6.5.
So, yeah.
ठीक है. Try to over deliver. Anyway, हाँ ठीक है.
Okay, so
Go for
here
it, sir.
goes.
सुनाइए.
So this happened with my friend's mother. So I'm describing it as he described it to me. So the story goes that one night when his mother was sleeping, she heard a whisper in her ear, like a very raspy voice and a bit of a growl, but calling out to her that Bhabiji, Bhabiji. So she was confused. Dead of the night, suddenly a voice. So she was sleeping on her right side. So she heard it in her left ear. She thought probably I'm dreaming. It's the middle of the night. Let me turn. Okay.
20 to
So
20,
she
yeah.
turned to the other side, and after a few seconds, again she's hearing. Again, same time twice. Bhabiji, Bhabiji. This time she got scared. Okay. So then, just to be sure of, sometimes you want to know about the environment, whether you're dreaming or whether it's actually happening to you. So she was scared to open her eyes, for obvious reasons, because that
Yeah.
voice like breathing
Like
over your
20 to
ear.
20, yeah.
So she just touched the bed around, and of course her husband, my friend's father, was there. So like, okay, so this is real, this is happening. And still that voice continued, Bhabiji, Bhabiji. So she got really scared, and she really remembered the god that they pray to, some devi, with all her mind power. And then it sort of disappeared, it went away. She really remembered that god's name. You can say the god's name in your head continuously. She did that, and that went away. So the backstory is, I mean, this was all there is to the episode that happened to her, the horror episode. The backstory is, and this happened somewhere around at 3 a.m. in the night. Okay. The backstory to this is just overlooking the bedroom where she sleeps, just overlooking that window. A murder had happened of a person, and typically between 2:30 to 3:30, dogs would always howl. Okay. So I don't know if that day the dogs howled or not, or whatever it is, but there used to be continuous howling during that time. And the story is that probably, I mean, the inference here is maybe that was the soul that was calling out to my friend's mom for help. But then she obviously was too scared to open her eyes, and she said, I mean, God, just help me, get me out of this. And one thing, sorry, that I missed out. She just said that, why are you here? Just leave me alone. Oh God, help me. So probably
Oh,
God helped
shit.
her out, and the soul left her alone.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah.
If you've been watching, you know that I'm so a hardcore skeptic. I in my mind, you know what I was thinking? Someone mentioned in the chat also. The neighbor's TV was on, and there was
भाभी जी
a
घर पे
there was a सास
भाभी
बहू
जी
show
घर पे
going
चल
on.
रहा
ये भाभी जी वो उधर का भाभी जी वो
sound
उठ नहीं
sound
रही
does
थी.
have sound has does have a funny way to travel at times, so
Yeah.
True that. But that window, right? I mean, the bed, that window overlooks that street where the murder took place. So that's like a
Freaky.
corner of the building. So yeah, it could not
And the
have been.
dogs howling part, na. Hey, some people come and feed dogs at a specific time. I don't know about 2 in
Correct.
the morning,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Dead
Could
of
be
the night,
anything.
probably not. Could be anything.
anything.
Again,
dogs
Maybe-
howling is a sure sign that something is wrong. या तो
they
thief
apparently
चोर आ
sense
रहा है
spirits.
या तो चोर आ रहा है घर इधर इधर घूम रहा है, something is wrong, that I agree.
I've been
But it's a
chased by
pack of
dogs.
dogs.
at 2
Okay,
in the
it's
morning.
not
Yeah.
just one dog. It's a
Yeah.
pack of dogs.
Anyway,
So that was
interesting
it, short
story.
and sweet.
Very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, buddy. Have a good
Thanks.
one.
And again, Jose, huge fan. Suresh, sir, huge
Cheers.
fan.
Take care.
See you. Bye bye.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, man. I just remembered something we used to do in school, which is very stupid. Whenever someone would say "see you," we would end it. We would reply by saying "NT." Anyway, moving on swiftly from there. It might take some time to figure that out. But Suresh, come on. Dogs howling doesn't necessarily mean कि उधर भूत है.
Something is wrong.
Maybe someone like me decided to ride their cycle in the middle of the night, and the dogs have decided to chase them. वो भी हो सकता है.
See, Jose, I was shooting in Mukesh Bills, which has got a rumor of ghosts and all this stuff. Huh? So, okay. So I remember 2:30, the dog started howling over there. Very fadkei.
But that's what they do, na? Dogs. Maybe they're having a meeting, society meeting. कि
That's how
किसी ने
they,
कुछ भूत वूत देखा है कि नहीं? I'm beginning to
that's-
behave like you now.
that's possible.
they किसी ने देखा और नहीं ना? And they're just having a discussion कि कुछ नहीं देखा है इन लोगों ने, कभी नहीं देखा है. And people are taking that for the ghost thing. Thank you, I've cracked it. Although we don't understand what dogs are saying specifically.
I believe in dogs more than human beings for sure.
क्या बात है, क्या लाइन मारा आपने सर, क्या बात है, टचिंग माय बियर्ड अगेन. Alright. Oh, interesting. Next one, a little freaky. Somebody said, I have a tip कि you know all these filters and the jokes and all in between मेरे को थोड़ा makes me feel a little de-stressed after the ghost stories.
Yeah.
इसीलिए तो हम लोग कर रहे हैं, not because we're childish and we just like playing with those things. Oh, you agree?
Why are you explaining so much? Do we have different audiences again today?
मैं just बता रहा हूँ सर, जिनको पता नहीं है ना, मैम ने बोला था ना उधर, इसलिए. Hi sir, how are you? How are you? मैं आपको unmute कर देता हूँ. वेलकम. अरे अरे स्ट्रेस ले रहे सर, मत लो.
हाँ,
क्यों
बहुत बहुत बहुत
क्यों
स्ट्रेस आ रहा
भाई,
है.
एकदम अंदर से और मुंह से बाहर. सुरेश क्या कर दिया.
अरे
बट
sorry.
ओके, आई विल क्विकली स्टार्ट.
अरे अरे छोड़ना, स्टोरी छोड़, टेंशन मत लो, पहले तो रिलैक्स करो, रेस्ट करो. किधर से बोल रहे हैं आप.
तो मैं पुणे से बोल रहा हूँ और ये
अरे
स्टोरी
कसं
नागपुर
काय,
का है.
नागपुर का. ओके,
And-
किसी दोस्त ने आपको बताया ये स्टोरी की.
नहीं नहीं, ये मेरे साथ हुआ है.
ओ मजेदार. कितना, क्या रेटिंग देंगे आप इसको.
दूंगा 7-10 में से.
ठीक है, मैं ले लेता हूँ आपका साथ, मैं इधर रख देता हूँ और हम लोग सुनने के लिए तैयार है.
Okay.
शुरू हो जाओ सर.
ओ सॉरी.
हाँ वो बंद कर देना.
let
करेक्ट
me-
करेक्ट, नहीं तो आपको दो दो सुनाई देगा. लोगों को दो दो दिखाई देता है, आपको दो दो सुनाई देगा.
ओके.
ओके, नहीं हो रहा है बंद.
वॉल्यूम कम कर दो.
बंद ही कर दो भाई, के मत देखो ये स्ट्रीम.
जस्ट
बता रहा हूँ, वेस्ट आप कर रहे हैं अपना टाइम.
ओके. सो बंद हो गया है ना.
नहीं सुनाई दे रहा. वो विंडो खोल के कंट्रोल W मार देना भाई, आप हो जाएगा.
ओके.
ठीक है, कर रेडी.
ओके. सो बेसिकली ये स्टोरी है 24 अप्रैल 2017 का. 23 अप्रैल को मेरा यानी मामा के लड़के का शादी था, तो वी वेंट टू नागपुर और मुझे अकोला आना था, विच इज़ बेसिकली बिटवीन नागपुर टू मुंबई का हाईवे के बीच में 250 किलोमीटर. ठीक है, यानी नागपुर से 250 किलोमीटर है. तो शादी लेट हुआ. 1 बज गया, 1:30 बज गए हमें निकलते टाइम पे. सवेरे के 2 बज गए, बेसिकली रात के 2 थे. और हमारे साथ 3 बसेस थी और एक दूल्हे राजा की उसकी इनोवा और मेरा कार मैं ड्राइव कर रहा था. तो मैं पहले इनिशियली साथ में ही था इनके, बट फिर मैं पेट्रोल भराने रुक गया तो वो आगे चले गए. तो मैं कुछ रुका रहेगा कि 15-1 मिनट में रुका रहेगा उधर पेट्रोल भराने में. मैंने पेट्रोल भराया और नागपुर का पहला या सेकंड टोल नाका था. पेट्रोल भराने के बाद मैं क्रॉस किया. अभी मुझे लगा कि चलो भाई रात का टाइम है, अभी जल्दी से उनको कैच करते जो आगे चले गए. और मैं बेसिकली उनके साथ चले जाऊँ, सेफ रहेगा, क्योंकि मुझे ऑलरेडी नींद आ रही थी, बहुत ज़्यादा नींद आ रही थी. 2 बज गए थे, 2:30 बज गया था. तो अराउंड 2:30 बजे के अराउंड पहला टोल नाका लगा रहेगा. मैंने पेट्रोल नागपुर के आउटस्कर्ट में भराया था. पहला टोल नाका गया तो थोड़ा रहता है जोश आता है कि अभी चलो, अभी सीधा रास्ता है. और नागपुर अमरावती हाईवे ऐसा है, पूरा स्ट्रेट है कि 1-1, 2-2 किलोमीटर पूरा स्ट्रेट ही दिखाई देगा. ठीक है. तो मैंने स्टार्ट किया. मेरा स्पीड था 90 के आसपास, क्योंकि फैमिली थी, 5 लोग थे हम साथ में. मैं ड्राइव कर रहा था, साइड में मेरा भाई बैठा था, पीछे मेरी फियांसे उस टाइम पे अभी भी है, तो वो बैठी थी, और मम्मी पापा. तो ऐसे टोटल हम 5 लोग थे. तो ड्राइव कर रहा था और मैंने टोल भरा और फिर जस्ट उसके बाद में 10-1 मिनट बाद मैंने एक ट्रक को ओवरटेक किया. ठीक है. और जैसे ओवरटेक किया मैंने उसको, अराउंड हाफ अ किलोमीटर बेसिकली उसका डिस्टेंस और मेरा डिस्टेंस रहा रहेगा. और फिर और अपना अपर भी चला रहा था गाड़ी, ऑब्वियसली हाईवे पे. तो मुझे ऐसा कुछ व्हाइट चमकता हुआ दिखा, यानी बोला ये क्या है. मुझे पहले लगा कोई साइन बोर्ड रहेगा. ठीक है. तो जैसे थोड़ा फिर समझ में आ गया कि ये हिल रहा है करके, एंड दैट आई क्विकली नो कि भाई ये कुछ तो भी समथिंग डिफरेंट. तो मैंने मेरा आँख ऐसा ऐसा किया, मैं पक्का अपन ऐसे सपने में है कि ये चीज अपने को दिखाई दे रहा है. फिर मैंने लेफ्ट में मेरे भाई को देखा कि भाई ये जगह है कि नहीं, क्योंकि रात के उस टाइम पे बज रहे थे 3:15 से 3:15 to 3:20। ठीक है, तो मेरे भाई की आंखें भी खुली थी। मैं समझ गया कि भाई ये देख रहा है, ये खाली अपने को नहीं दिख रहा है। और मैंने ना क्या किया, मेरे को पता था कि एक तो स्टोरीज भी बहुत सुने हैं और प्लस न्यूज आती रहती कि एक्सीडेंट हो गया, वो एक्सीडेंट हो गया। मैंने क्या किया, सबसे पहले 90 का स्पीड से 30 पे लाया, 30-35 पे, सो दैट इन केस ये कुछ मुझे हेलुसिनेट करते करेगा तो मैं सेफली अपना, ठुकेगा तो ठुकेगा गाड़ी, ज्यादा कुछ होगा नहीं।
हम्म।
और मैंने गाड़ी डिवाइडर के पास वाले लेन से सीधा बीच में डाल दिया कि भाई अभी ना, क्योंकि कुछ भी हो सकता है। ये पिक्चरों में देखा था, क्योंकि व्हाइट वाला कपड़ा इतना क्लीशे, क्या फिगर दिख रहा है अपने को, चलो व्हाइट व्हाइट बोलते, और सच में मुझे को व्हाइट दिखा। और अ, उतने में पीछे से मेरी फियांस से बोलती है, ती बाई का चालते एवढ्या रात्री?
माय गॉड,
तो
उनको भी दिखाई दिया।
हाँ, तो मैंने ऐसा हाथ किया कि कुछ नहीं है, वो जैन सेंट लोग है, कुछ नहीं है। तो और मैं गाड़ी सीधा 30-35 के स्पीड से चला रहा हूँ, और वो लेडी सेम डायरेक्शन में वॉक कर रही है, ठीक है, ब्रिस्क वॉकिंग, ठीक है, सेम डायरेक्शन में वॉक कर रही है। और मुझे दिख रहा है, और जो एटमॉस्फेयर था वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि बहुत सेक्लूडेड प्लेस पे। इट्स लाइक कि भाई जो तालुका प्लेस या कुछ आता है ना ऐसा, हाईवे पे घर दिख रहे लेफ्ट साइड में मुझे, यानी पेड़ दिख रहे, पेड़ के हार्डली 10-15 फीट बाद नॉर्मल लोगों के घर है, रात के 3:15 से 3:20 तक। और मैंने स्पीड कम किया, और आई नोटिस कि साला वो पीछे वाला ट्रक जो अभी तक मैं ओवरटेक कर रहा हूँ, अभी मेरे फट रही है, वो साला आ क्यों नहीं रहा है। ये लगता है ना कि भाई कोई तो भी साथ में रहना चाहिए अपना।
हम्म।
हाँ, तो वो
फिर
आए नहीं। और फिर जब देखा मैंने, शी वॉज वॉकिंग, उसकी चोटी बंधी हुई थी, और उसकी हाइट कम से कम 7.5 फीट तो एनी हाउ, क्योंकि जो ये रहता है ना साइन, अपना पेट्रोल पंप आगे है और कुछ कुछ, तो
अरे ओ
समझ
शिट।
में आ रहा था, समझ में आ रहा था। ठीक है, उसके पैर उल्टे है कि नहीं मैंने देखा नहीं, इतनी मेरी हिम्मत ही नहीं हुई। ठीक है, जो वैलिडेशन वाले है, चोटी बंधी हुई थी, वो खुले वाला वो कुछ सीन नहीं था, प्रॉपर चोटी बंधी हुई थी, और 2-2.5 फीट की उसकी चोटी रहेंगी। मैं ऐसा देख रहा था कि भाई ओके ठीक है ठीक है। और मैं बीच से चला रहा था गाड़ी, क्योंकि मैं इट्स लाइक कि उसके अभी पास में आ गया, क्योंकि मेरे को वो डिवाइडर के लेन वाले में नहीं चलाने वाला, कुछ हुआ तो ठुक के जाएगा, और ये मुझे पक्का यकीन था अभी बीच में आएगी और कुछ ना कुछ करेगी, बोला एंटी की। तो मैं फुल डरा हुआ था, कुछ बोल नहीं रहा था, और समझ में नहीं आ रहा इतना स्लो मोशन क्यों चल रहा था, कि यानी मुझे दिख रहा है वो ब्रिस्कली वॉक। और फिर जब ऐसा समझ लो कि 10-15 फीट में रही, मैंने उसके हेयर का कलर नोटिस किया कि इट्स लाइक सिल्वरिश, व्हाइट नहीं था, ब्लैक भी नहीं था, बट सिल्वरिश जब रहता है ना, एक चांदी के ऊपर थोड़ा सा ब्लैक परत अगर जमी हो, तो उस टाइप का, चोटी प्रॉपर बंधी हुई। मैंने खाली ये पार्ट देखा उसका। और हाइट तो फॉर श्योर 7.5 या 9 थी वो, क्योंकि दिख रहा था बाजू में पेड़ है, बाजू में
शिट।
घर भी है, और ऐसा नहीं, और स्ट्रीट लाइट भी थे, मतलब हाईवे पे जो रहता है ना, एक चौराहा टाइप में कुछ आता है, तो स्ट्रीट लाइट भी थे, तो ऐसा भी नहीं था कि बहुत अंधेरे में कुछ ऐसा दिख रहा है कि भाई शैडो सर, वैसा कुछ नहीं था, सिलोट टाइप में कुछ नहीं था, क्लियरली देखा, फुल फटी हुई। मैंने देखा कि ये अभी इधर उसको क्रॉस कर लिया, मेरे को पक्का यकीन था कि अभी आके ये फिर से दिखने वाली है मेरे को। मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि मैं गाड़ी का स्पीड बढ़ाऊं, क्योंकि अगर स्पीड बढ़ाएगा और वो और कुछ दिख गया मेरे को, और मैं गलती से गाड़ी की तरफ ठोक गया, उस टाइम पे मेरे को इमेजिन हो गया था कि भाई पेपर में नाम आने वाला है अपना।
ओ माय
कि भाई
गॉड।
ये
आपका पूरा
वो,
पब्लिसिटी।
आपका पूरा जिंदगी अभी चल रहा है दिमाग में कि
हाँ।
क्या होने वाला है।
अच्छा।
और ट्रक वाला, यानी वो उसको ओवरटेक करने, यानी वो लेडी को ओवरटेक करने से पहले मैं ट्रक वाला देख रहा हूँ, वो ट्रक वाला दिखा, कोई लाइट भी नहीं दिख रहा है मेरे को। ठीक है, उसको क्रॉस किया, जैसे ही क्रॉस किया, मेरी जो फियांसी उस टाइम पे थी, यानी वाइफ, वो कौन थी लेडी, बोली इतने रात को क्यों चल रही है। बोला अरे वो जैन लोग है, वो घूमते रहते हैं ऐसा वैसा। तो मैं कुछ तो भी, अभी मैं भी नर्वसली, फिर थोड़ा जैसे आगे आधा किलोमीटर कटा रहेगा, मैं जोर से हंस दिया। अरे वो तो डर डर गई क्या, वो ये है वो है करके। तो फिर मम्मी पापा उठ गए, क्या हो गया, बोले क्या हो गया, तो
माहौल ठीक करने के लिए। सर थोड़ा
हाँ,
पनवेल आ रहा है, तो फिर क्या हुआ फिर?
तो
उस औरत ने कुछ किया?
नहीं, उसने कुछ नहीं किया, थैंकफुली वो जस्ट क्रॉस हुई। और क्रेजी बात ये है कि अ, हमें 15 मिनट तक ना कोई गाड़ी उधर से क्रॉस हुआ, ना मेरे को कोई किसी ने ओवरटेक किया। मैं आधा घंटा ड्राइव किया, ऐसा लग रहा था कि भाई अभी पीछे से कोई आए उसके लिए रुकूं, फिर मैंने थोड़ा स्पीड बढ़ाया 90 के अबव, और फिर मैं आगे चले गया, और सेफली कुछ हुआ नहीं। बट ये मैंने ये 3 लोगों ने देखा, मेरे वाइफ ने भी देखा, और वो जैन लोग नहीं थे, क्योंकि जैन लोग शेव करते, हेड उनका शेवन रहता है और वो ढक के चलते, और वो सवेरे यानी 5-6 बजे के बाद ही वॉक करते हैं, मतलब अगर उनको ट्रैवल करना रहा तो। सो इट वाज प्योरली, वो क्या एंटिटी था पता नहीं था, बट हमने देखा उसका हाइट, बाल, मुंह देखने की मेरी इतनी हिम्मत नहीं थी उसकी। सो सो या दैट्स
इंटरेस्टिंग।
इट।
ऑलराइट सर।
और ये 2017 में हुआ है,
हाँ,
नागपुर
2017,
अमरावती
क्योंकि
हाईवे।
तो
या
भी
क्योंकि
रेलेवेंट।
2023 को शादी था मेरे भाई का।
बट सर ऐसा भी हो सकता था, मैं बस बोल, आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग, यू नो मी, आई ट्राई टू रैशनलाइज कि क्या हो सकता है। इट कुड हैव जस्ट बीन अ रियली टॉल लेडी।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, 7.5 फीट किसी का नहीं,
वो है
समझ में आ
चाइना,
रहा है ना,
मे बी वो
मुझे लगता है
बास्केटबॉल
शायद
खेलती है।
एटलीस्ट एटलीस्ट।
एथलीट होगी
और
चाइना से।
3:15 बजे कोई उधर प्रैंक भी नहीं
चाइना
करेगा,
से।
3:15 बजे उधर कोई प्रैंक नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि
फेयर
इतना
इनफ।
मुंबई टाइप में क्राउड नहीं है कि सब अरे हाँ हंसी मजाक मिल लेगा, लोग मारेंगे उसको।
अभी शो, हमारा शो के एंड में कोई फोन करके बोलेगी कि यू नो मैं चल के जा रही थी, एक आदमी अपना गाड़ी चल के चला रहा था, मेरी तरफ देख रहा था, पता नहीं, आई एम अ लिटिल टॉल। बट एनीवे, सर थैंक
What
यू फॉर
what
शेयरिंग
if
दैट।
what if there was
व्हाट?
actually these guys were there were somebody who was injured, old lady, and this guy was out of kindness picked up the old lady and put him on her shoulder, and they were walking.
Why, Suresh,
नहीं
why would he put
सर,
on like that?
Because hair, he saw the
उसका
hair, na, he was coming
And he
from
said,
behind.
माजी आप थोड़ा
नहीं,
बैलेंस कीजिए
चोटी
हाँ?"
चोटी बंधी हुई थी उसके, एंड समझ में आ रहा था कि क्या है उसका।
I'm just trying
Suresh.
to find some rationale.
I know,
7
just
feet
like
का
me,
या
या
just like
7
me.
feet.
मैंने भी किया था। या
चलो चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं
चलो
अभी।
ठीक
ओके,
है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू फॉर
थैंक यू
शेयरिंग
सर।
दैट विद अस, हैव अ गुड वन, टेक
या
केयर।
थैंक यू।
So well,
Okay.
he narrated everything, no stress at all, उनका stress पूरा गायब। It's a de-stressing area, it's a
Yeah,
safe space for you to come and de-stress with your ghost stories.
but that's why very important not to drive so late in the night, because sometimes you do not know kya dikh raha hai. But see, this is like second story where 3 people have cited. The
And the
first story
moment
where
you're
that
feeling a little like this, that, the other, just take a break. And Suresh, you know, a lot of the time the way the light bounces off things can play tricks on you. You just have to be in a certain kind of mood, you know what I mean? That happens. How many times has that happened where your clothes on the chair look like somebody standing there?
yeah, even I was thinking, but
हो
if
सकता है,
that
हो
if the
सकता
clothes was there on the signboard, he couldn't have seen the signboard. He saw the signboard, everything. So,
है। 7.5 feet tall
so
हुआ
if
है।
somebody
तो वो
driving
गाड़ी से ऐसा दिख
Amravati Nagpur highway, just be careful. We got some information about 7 feet people walking over there.
and anybody looking for people for the WNBA or
Ah,
NBA,
Nikita, correct one. She said Vikram Betal. That's it.
they're both on top of it.
Yeah, Vikram ke shoulder pe jata na Betal. Exactly by explain. Vikram at Betal at silver hair also.
Objects in the mirror appear taller, Nihar is saying. All right. Nonsense. Here we go. My mom wants to share a story. Oh, this will be an OG story then. Oh my gosh. Hi, Huku. Hi, 1 minute, आंटी, 1 second ना, audio connect हो रहा है.
Hello,
Give
hello.
your daughter one whack with the chappal. She's not telling you that the audio is not yet connected. Very
आपको
bad, very bad.
ओजे सर आपका अनम्यूट करना है.
Ah, yeah, okay. And here we go. So you can give me also some pastry with the chappal later. In 3, 2, 1. Good evening, Talia. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Jose.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm
How's it going?
fine. How are you?
Pranam, pai lagu, ma'am.
Oh, he's Konkani by the way. So,
Oh,
especially
bora, bora age.
actually, I'm from Dombivli.
Oh,
That is in Thane district. And
welcome.
it had happened years back. my elder sister's friend was engaged and she was to get married. What happened? She said that I'm going to invite my relatives. Means we stay in the area west, Dombivli West, and her relatives stayed in Dombivli East. So she said that I'm going there to invite them, and she just went there. And she climbed the staircase of the bridge, and again halfway she went up and came down, and she tried to cross the railway lines, and actually train came, and she was killed. Means she died. She came under the train, and then in that area people were talking that she should not have done that. Actually, years back, one lady had means who was newly married or was about to get married or something like that. While crossing the railway line, she had died there. She had come under the train and she had died there. So her ghost or whatever you may call was means actually was attracting this lady to
No.
come.
Oh, shucks.
So you're saying that
Uh,
Oh,
the story is that that spirit was making other people do the same thing.
and that's why she got down. She came down. First, she climbed this railway bridge, and again she came down. And she tried to cross the railway lines, and she came under the train and died. That
Oh
was
my God.
yes. And another story.
If we can share.
Of course, ma'am, you get a special pass. Somebody said also abhi Jose Panvel nahi bol sakte. That was a short story, so allowed, ma'am. And a good short story. Take it away.
When I don't know what to say. Actually, I was having a classmate, and his wife as well as we were family friends. So actually, New Year, I just messaged some and this thing, Happy New Year and whatever. I sent something there, and then his phone call came and said that you are not at all in contact and this, you have forgotten us and all that. I said, no, I just sent you the message for New Year. How is it possible that I'm not in contact with you? And then he was very angry with me. He was very angry with me. And the very next day means he died. He died, and actually I didn't know that he was affected by corona, and he was in hospital. He was in the hospital. So means I couldn't contact his means I didn't know at all about this, that he was having corona and admitted in hospital and all that. He died, and the same day at night we were sleeping. I was fast asleep actually, and in the bedroom we have the windows, but we don't have the shutters and everything, proper windows. But about 1 o'clock or between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, means about that time, I saw means he was peeping through the these shutters and looking at me very angrily. So angrily means he had made his big eyes and all that. And I screamed immediately. And my daughter got up and she said, what happened? What happened? I said, I was so terrified and I was actually nervous and shaking like anything. My daughter said, cool down, cool down. And immediately then I told her this has happened and all that. Then she gave me water and all that. And she said, you take the name of God, means January, we had seen this in the movie, no? So mechanically, Jai Hanuman, Jai Maruti, means whatever names came to my mind, I started thinking, and then I slept. But I couldn't sleep for the whole night because of this fear,
Oh
Means
my
still
God.
I did not know it was the means real thing or not. Then means actually I rang up, and his son picked up the phone and said, "Dad is dead. He is not alive. Dad is dead," he said. Yeah, I got a shock of my life.
Oh my God.
Didn't tell him what had happened, but just before his death, this had happened.
Wow. Andy, you got some really dark stories, I must say. You scared everybody is scared to death now.
My classmate, school friend. We were friends for so many years. And now you can
Wow.
imagine I'm 75 years old.
That's
Young.
crazy.
You mean young?
We had maintained the friendship up to the end.
You still look young,
Ma'am, please don't say 75 old. Suresh is feeling bad because, you know, he's also 75. So, anyway, thank you so much for sharing those stories, ma'am. You told us 2 stories in the time that people usually tell us 1 story.
Half of a story.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Short, sweet, to the point. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Mother always listens to your stories.
Yeah, I'm like a
Thank
big
you.
fan. I had come on love stories.
This is
If-
unfortunate, auntie. Please do something. Chappal se maro. You gotta stop watching these streams and wasting a time like this. Kuch kaam karo. Anyway, take care, guys. Good to have you on the stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
Wow, Suresh. One was a personal experience as
Yeah,
far as she's concerned.
but that happens when you lose somebody very close to you and you feel a sort of a guilt. Sometimes those people do come in your dreams, and it's such
But
a
she
real
didn't know na
experience.
at that point. She didn't know.
You can never know it's a dream, because when you're in a dream, it's everything seems so real. It's unreal.
Yeah, Deo
When
boro
you
karo.
then yeah, what?
Nothing. I'm just saying something someone said in the chat. Speaking Konkani.
Oh, you can speak.
I don't know
Konkani,
much
right?
Konkani. A little bit, yeah. But man, wow, what do you do when something like that happens? I'd be affected by it for like some time. You know what I mean? Because
so
then you
somebody-
start questioning your own reality also.
So somebody said, how did they know that she had climbed half the staircase? Oh, yeah, because a lot of people do use the overbridge, and somebody must have noticed that what happened. That she went up halfway and came back
It's,
down.
to be very honest, it's pointless going into hardcore details as far
Yeah.
as ghost stories are concerned, because mostly people remember the emotions, and like, I don't know. I feel like the details sometimes are not there. They get murky. Sometimes it goes through the grapevine. You know what I mean?
I saw this train content that reminded me. I was watching this film called The Darlings. It came on Netflix yesterday. I don't want to give any what do you call it? Spoilers. So watch it, because there are a lot of trains over there, and on the track ka bhi thoda there was a very interesting scene shot in the end. Anyway.
Burgir.
But this one has been absolutely wonderful, I must say. Alia Bhatt was outstanding in the film.
Welcome to Film Reviews in the middle of ghost stories, everyone. We're taking a short break to what about any other films you've seen lately? Schindler's List, वगैरह?
Oh no,
Let's keep going.
let's keep going. It's made fun of her. It's okay.
I didn't make fun of anyone.
Haunting Kerala
Hey.
story.
Good evening. Good evening.
You got somebody speaking to in Konkani. I think I may have found somebody to speak to in Malayalam.
Nice. Now we're getting a represent from all the different areas and all. Then one guy from
Mumbai
Scotland
will speak to us in Marathi, because
he from
we are from
Scotland.
Mumbai.
He calls
Amchi Mumbai,
idiots.
Marathi Mumbai. Bola re.
Hello,
Hi,
sir.
hi, Jose. Hi, Suresh sir. Big
Hi,
fan.
Huku. Hi, Kasakai.
Thank you. Are you Mallu?
Yes, absolutely. Morgan Burgess, by the way. I actually drew one of the thumbnails also for your stream.
Oh, what's up? Talia, big round of applause. I have nothing but love and appreciation for all the artists in the Discord server. You guys are
Keep it coming. Don't stop. Let the applause keep on. ഇയാൾക്ക് എന്തോ ശരീരം കേട്ടോ, സൂക്ഷിക്കണം.
I had a little bit of tongue. I'm sorry about that. Don't you dare order sushi in the middle of this call. Anyway,
Sorry about that cough.
where are you
Yeah.
calling from, brother?
So I'm actually currently from Bangalore, but I am born and brought up in Delhi. The story is from Kerala. It's all over the place, by the way.
Wow,
Wow,
wonderful. That's why we
amazing.
like it. That's what Indians would stand for.
Unity in
Yeah.
diversity. I'm
Yeah,
liking it, sir.
absolutely.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so the rating for my story, I would say, is like 7 out of 10. I don't
Oh,
know if it would be scary for some people. Some it might not be scary. So the story is from Kerala, by the way. My mom, she lived in Kottayam, Manargad, and her
Now,
dad, like my nanu, passed away when she was very young, like 4 years or
sorry to
something.
hear that. Okay.
And like my mother has like four sisters and one brother, and her mother was also there. My grandmother was also there at home. So what happened
Got it.
is that it was like way back. So in like Suresh sir would know, Kerala is like Communist Party is like very strong in Kerala, and like people are supporting Communist Party and all. So that time that party itself was like it was termed as Naxalites, and people who were supporting those parties were termed as Naxalites and all. And so they used to gather at a very late hour at night. And my grandfather, he was like very learned that time, and he was supporting the party in some way. And there were people who were under hiding, and they used to come to, like, they used to call my grandfather late at night, and get his ideas or his support in any way possible, maybe feed them or something, like if they're hungry or something like that. So when my grandfather passed away, what happened is that in Kerala, in like my mom is Jacobite Christian, so they have the saying that for 28 days the soul of the person stays in the house itself. Like it's like you, for 28 days you do this prayer, and after that that soul goes to the afterlife. So during these 28 days, it's said to have like a lot of supernatural activities would happen around that area wherever that has occurred. So like at very late at night, somebody started when all the lights were off, and somebody started calling my grandfather's name. And they called him three times. So grandmom, like she woke up, and she started to open the door and all, to go out and tell that person that this person has died, he's no more, he's not living here anymore. But then my mother's elder sister, she also woke up, and she like quickly went and grabbed my grandmother from back, like, don't open it. And like they both were literally wrestling with each other. My grandmother, she's like worked on a farm, and also she's like very strong. So my mother's sister, the elder sister, she hold her very tightly, and she was trying to not let her go. And then like they were literally wrestling with each other, and in that all of that hustle, people woke up. Like my mother woke up, and her other siblings also woke up, and they were looking at both of them, trying to open, like my mother's sister was trying to hold her down, and then grandma was trying to open the door. But then they didn't understand what was happening. And then suddenly what happened is like my grandmother, she just collapsed, and like collapsed down and gave up like that. So my mom, they all thought like maybe she's angry or sad or something. So they just left it like that. And next morning, what happened was that when everybody woke up, my mom was the youngest at home. She asked the elder sister what had happened last night. So she said somebody had came and called out grandfather's name three times. And they said, so why didn't you go out and tell them that this person is dead and you shouldn't come to this house anymore? She said that one of her classmates, same thing happened to one of her classmates, and the mother opened the door, and she just went outside looking for the person who called out the name, but there was nobody. And they just keep on going, and they never come back.
Oh shit.
So that's why my mother's elder sister, she held her back so tightly, because if she would have also gone, my mother's family would have been orphaned out. Nobody else would have been there. So she knew this, and that's why she held her tightly. And it is said to happen like a lot of times, people, and it happens in the same voice of the person who died, and you don't realize it.
oh,
But then you go out and you try and look for that person who called out, and there's nobody there, and you keep on going searching for that person, and you never come back home.
Oh shit. That's such a scary premise that really हूँ मैं तो डरगीड मेरे को एकदम डरागीड
Wow.
it sounded like druggy dargi में तो haunting Kerala story, thank you so much.
Excellent.
Incredible narration, such hardcore detailing. I know everything about you through this story. It's amazing. But thank you so much, buddy. Thanks for sharing that with us. Very creepy and
Very,
unnerving.
my God, quite unnerving.
Thank
man.
you so much for
Take
having
care,
me
buddy.
today.
Thank you. Thank you
Our
for
pleasure,
joining
man.
us. Bye, bro.
Meendum Kanam.
Sherry keep.
Take care, man.
Okay.
Bye.
So, take
Cheers.
care. Bye. What were you all saying about my family, Suresh? The two of you all? क्या बोला? मैं क्या बारे में?
See you again. Polite way, my God. But it's
Sure, ठीक है.
so scary and haunting in multiple ways. Now, I could just imagine a shot of the door opening and then looking out to this little bit of fog and mist, and then you go searching for that person. Who is it? Who is it? My God, and never
Bro,
come back. Whoa.
these stories of somebody knocking on your door and nobody's there, and it's the voice of someone you love.
नो
They
थैंक
say
यू, कोई नहीं है
they
घर पे.
they say sometimes
नहीं कोई नहीं है.
spirits, whom you really love, the ones you really love, they sometimes call you and ask you to join them. So don't get tempted.
Shut up. Don't talk nonsense. Don't try to scare me, okay? I'm just going to say,
नहीं नहीं, यहाँ पे कोई नहीं रहते, वो नाम से कोई नहीं रहते इधर.
you change your voice and all, trying to fool the ghost.
Hey, seriously, yaar, I will reply in Jackie Shroff's voice.
Suresh replying in Saif Ali Khan's voice.
Hey, कौन है भाई?
कोई नहीं इधर.
बाहर से same voice से, oh sorry Saif Ali Khan, मैं बाद में आता हूँ. And the real Saif Ali Khan के घर पे जाएगा और बोले, Saif, hey dude, कौन बुला रहा है? And he opens the door and he goes out and says, autograph किसको चाहिए था, please. कोई नहीं. Hey, please, भाई साहब, please, autograph. And he chases them to give an autograph and he doesn't come back.
The ghost is confused because he's just come from Saif Ali Khan's house. So he's like, ये इधर क्या कर रहा है? मैं अभी उसके घर पे था. Man, this is the dumbest premise ever, where you change your voice to fool the ghost. He's like, hey, यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है, please. हम लोग सो रहे हैं, आप जाइए.
मैं बाहर से वॉइस भी बोलना चाहिए, अरे बच्चन जी आप इधर है, आप चलेगा, आप
So stupid. Anyway, 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left for this stream to end. A big round of applause for our one and only Mr. Viscous and consistent Suresh Menon. Thank you all the Discord mods and all. I know this feels like the ending, but usually you end up forgetting now, so I'll say the thank yous now. Harami chat, of course, super entertaining in the chat. It's very tough to actually keep an eye on the chat and not laugh. Like उधर कोई बोल रहा है कि मेरा कोई रिश्तेदार मर गया, इधर somebody is saying hold the door or hold door or something, and I'm then they'll see, देखो वो होज़े हंस रहा था जब किसी का रिश्तेदार मर गया ना. But I repeat, you have 30 minutes. The Zoom link is in the description of this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I mean, that's if you're into this sort of thing. But most important, if you could leave us a message after the stream is done, that's the top level, top tier Goshtis person you can be. Can this for 24 hours? क्या इससे बात कर रहा है भाई? Thankfully he didn't write it properly, so I will not answer. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm almost
Does
scared.
Bachchan ji pee?
What?
Does Bachchan ji pee? Of course he must be.
Why would you ask us? Forget about whether the fact that he does or not. Why would you ask us this? What do we have to do with this? All right.
Imagine that possessed bride. My God, this.
I know.
Once you're married, every bride is possessed, or groom for that matter.
Good save.
Yeah.
खाएगा घर पे.
मैं नहीं डरता. We are too much.
As long as they're not around, मैं भी नहीं डरता. The moment she enters the room, मैं डर जाता. अरे, what's happening?
My God, fun.
उसके हाथ में cricket bat है भाई, क्या चल रहा है? All right, here we go. They're setting it up. Her friends are helping her with the camera work.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to
मेरा नाम
customer
है
support. आपका कौन सा प्रोडक्ट नहीं चल रहा है? आपके दोस्तों को हमारा सलाम उनको बोल देना. उनको बोल देना अपना. हाँ, म्यूट कर देना guys.
Correct. Thank you.
Very good. Hi Huku, hi to your friends or
दिसत नाही तोंड तोंड दिसत नाही
नाही दिसत ते काय चालू तिकडे
काय चाललं रे तिकडे? दिसत न थकला का?
we'll
हेलो
busy talking to them. Hello, we talk to
हाँ,
you now ma'am. आप कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं? आप आपका नाम?
हेलो मेरा नाम है पूजा बामणे
Hi Pooja,
और
how are you?
हाँ आई एम फाइन। अभी मैं मुंबई में हूँ और ये स्टोरी है रत्नागिरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक खेड़ नाम का गांव है। ठीक है,
Okay.
और मेरा पूरा बचपन वहीं पे गया हुआ है। ठीक है, और ये स्टोरी है जब मैं 5th स्टैंडर्ड में थी। तो हमारे नेबर की हमारे जो
इंटरनेट
नेबर
कट
है
गया.
तो
हाँ
उनकी बड़ी बेटी थी, तो हेलो, उनकी
हाँ.
बड़ी बेटी थी तो उनकी शादी थी। ठीक है, और हमारा बंगलो यहाँ पे, और एग्जैक्टली साइड में उनका घर है। तो
Okay.
उनके घर के सामने एक इमली का पेड़ है। ठीक है, तो वो इमली के पेड़ बहुत, मतलब बचपन से हम सुनते आए हैं कि वो थोड़ा सा हॉन्टेड है। कोई भी अगर बीमार पड़ जा- घर कोई भी बीमार पड़े या कोई वहां गुजरते हुए वो पेड़ के नीचे कोई गिर जाए तो वो सडनली उनको फीवर आ जाता है ऐसे। तो वो बचपन से वही सुना हुआ है कि ये हॉन्टेड ऐसा पेड़ है। तो वो लड़की की जब शादी थी तब उसको कोई जो मेहंदी निकालने के लिए जो कोई ब्यूटिशियन आने वाली थी, तो उसने कैंसिल कर दिया। तो वो जो ब्राइड थी तो वो हमारे घर पे आ गई मेरे मम्मी को पूछने के लिए कि कल मेरी शादी है तो आंटी आप निकालोगे क्या मेहंदी। तो मैंने बोला मेरी मम्मी ने बोला कि अरे आप तो ब्राइड हो, तो मैं तो एकदम प्रोफेशनल नहीं हूँ मेहंदी निकालने में। तो बोला नहीं नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। और वो टाइम पे कुछ इतने मतलब ब्राइड लोगों के नाटक भी नहीं रहते थे कि डिजाइन ऐसी ही चाहिए वैसी ही चाहिए। तो मेरे माँ ने बोला कि हाँ ठीक है मैं निकाल दूंगी करके। तो रात कुछ 8:30-9 बजे मेहंदी का कौन और वो मेहंदी का बुक रहता है ना, तो वो लेके वो मेरे मम्मी के घर पे आई। ठीक है, तो वो ऐसे 2-3 बार मतलब 8:30 बजे आई। मम्मी मेहंदी निकल रही थी हाथ पे, और सडनली उसको लगा कि किसी ने तो उसको आवाज लगाई उसके घर से कि अरे तुम्हारे लिए कॉल है करके। तो वो फिर से गई 9-9:30 बजे। फिर से वो आई तो वो इसका आना जाना शुरू ही रह रहा था वो टाइम पे। नेक्स्ट डे उसको हल्दी लगाई गई। हल्दी निकालने के बाद अ, हल्दी लगाने के बाद नेक्स्ट दिन उसकी शादी थी। ठीक है, शादी तो अच्छी तरह से हो गई। ठीक है, और हमारे घर पे शादी होने के बाद नेक्स्ट दिन मॉर्निंग में मैं जब उठी, ठीक है, तो मॉर्निंग में उठने के बाद मेरे घर में ये सीन था कि मैंने मेरे मम्मी को आवाज लगाई कि आई कहाँ पे हो आप, कहाँ पे हो। तो आई इधर नहीं आई मुझे। तो मैं अपने घर के बाहर रही और ऐसे इधर उधर ऐसे देख रही थी। तो एग्जैक्टली हमारे घर के लेफ्ट वाले साइड में मैंने देखा तो बहुत भीड़ जमी हुई थी। तो मुझे ऐसे लगा अरे शादी तो कल हो गई तो अभी ये भीड़ किस बात की है। तो मैं सीधे चली गई वहां देखने के लिए, वो भीड़ में से साइड देके। तो वहां पे वो जो ब्राइड थी वो तो शादी होने के बाद घर चली गई थी। ठीक है, लेकिन उनके घर का मैं सीन अभी बता रही हूँ। शादी होने के बाद वो जब घर गई उनके, तब पहले टाइम पे ना मतलब कुछ कुछ गांव में ऐसे ना टॉयलेट की मतलब फैसिलिटीज घर में नहीं रहती थी। ठीक है, तो उनके घर में सीन ऐसा हुआ था 6 बजे उसने अपने हस्बैंड को उठाया और बोला कि अरे हाँ मुझे टॉयलेट जाना है करके। तो हस्बैंड उसको घर के बाहर ऐसे थोड़ा सा बाहर लेके गया। ठीक है, और वो टॉयलेट में जब चली गई तब जाने के बाद आधे 1 घंटे तक बाहर ही नहीं आ रही थी। तो उसको लगा अरे क्या हुआ क्या हुआ, तो अंदर से सिर्फ ऐसे आवाज आ रही थी हाँ हाँ करके। तो वो एकदम सडनली डर गया कि अरे क्या है, कल ही तो शादी हो गई और ये अंदर से ऐसे आवाज आ रही है। फिर कुछ भी कर अरे क्यों नहीं दरवाजा खोल रही हो, दरवाजा खोलो दरवाजा खोलो। खोलने के बाद वो जब दरवाजा खुली, खोलने के बाद वो जब बाहर आई ना तो पूरा सिर्फ ऐसे ऐसे देख रही थी एकदम। तो वो तो हस्बैंड उसका डर गया कि उसको लगा कि अरे बाप रे ये ऐसे क्या करिए। तो सीधा उसको ऑटो में डाल के उसके मायके लेके आ गए यहाँ पे, मतलब मेरे घर के जो साइड में उसका घर था वहां पे। मायके में लेके आने के बाद तो मैंने जब देखा कि अरे यहाँ पे भीड़ क्यों जमा हुई है तो मैं देखने के लिए गई तो उसको एक चेयर पे मतलब घर के आंगन में एक चेयर लगाई गई थी और उसको ऐसे ही बिठाया गया था और वो ऐसे ही बैठी हुई थी। सब लोगों ने उसको पूछा कि अरे कौन हो तुम, क्यों आई हो, मतलब सबको तो लग रहा था ये कुछ तो भूत प्रेत का चक्कर है। तो सब लोगों ने उसको पूछा कि तुम ऐसी क्यों बैठी हो और तुम कौन हो, पहले तुम्हारा नाम बताओ। तो उसने बोलना स्टार्ट कर दिया कि हाँ मैं ये लड़की की चाची हूँ करके। तो सब लोगों ने पूछा कि अगर चाची हो तो वो अपनी मतलब वो तो तुम्हारी बेटी जैसी है, तो उसको क्यों तुमने पकड़ा हुआ है, छोड़ दो ना उसको, अभी तो वो नई नई ब्राइड है, उसकी नई जिंदगी शुरू होने वाले, तो उसको तंग क्यों कर रही हो तुम? तो बोला नहीं नहीं, बस मैं उसको मैं उसकी चाची और मैं उसको आशीर्वाद देने के लिए यहाँ आई हुई हूँ। और वो जो चाची की जो डेथ हुई थी 2 साल पहले, तो वो सुहागन थी, ठीक है। तो सब लोगों ने बोला ठीक है, अगर आप आई हो ब्लेसिंग्स देने के लिए तो ठीक है, हम आपको हल्दी कुंकू लगाते हैं। तो जब वो हल्दी कुंकू उसको लगाने के लिए गए, तो वो एकदम ऐसे करने, नहीं नहीं ये मत लगाओ, मुझे ये मत लगाओ। तो सब लोगों ने बोला कि क्यों, ये क्यों नहीं लगाए तुम्हें, अगर तुम उसकी चाची हो और सुहागन हो तो ये हल्दी कुमकुम तो वो रहता है, तो हम तुमको लगाएंगे ही। नहीं 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 ये मत लगाओ, ये मत लगाओ। फिर सब लोगों को डाउट आ गया कि ये कोई चाची वाची नहीं है, ये कुछ तो अलग ही है करके।
कुछ तो इशू
तो
है, हाँ।
सडन, हाँ कुछ तो इशू है। तो हमारे सामने, घर के सामने एक अंकल रहते हैं, तो वो एकदम गांव में रहते हैं, तो उनको भी ऐसे भूत प्रेत कैसे निकालते हैं वो सब मालूम था। तो उन्होंने बोला कि एक काम करो, क्लोव जो आता है ना, जो बोलते हैं लवंग करके, क्लोव बर्ड्स आते हैं, तो बोले 2 क्लोव बर्ड्स लेके आओ, ठीक है। और उसके हम जहाँ यहाँ इयररिंग्स पहनते हैं ना, तो उसके कान के यहाँ पे उन्होंने जोर से प्रेस किया क्लोव बर्ड्स को, ठीक है। क्लोव बर्ड्स को प्रेस करने के बाद सडनली वो ऐसे एकदम चिल्लाना शुरू कर दिया उसने कि अरे छोड़ो छोड़ो, सोडा माला सोडा माला। तो ये सब लोग बोले नहीं नहीं, पहले तुम्हें अगर जाना है तो तुम उसको छोड़ दो पहले वो, लेकिन वो चिल्ला रही थी सोडा सोडा माला, जाऊ द्या मला जाऊ द्या। तो सडनली उसके सामने पैर के नीचे एक कलश, पानी से भरा हुआ कलश रखा, उसके ऊपर पेला। और उनको वो जो दीदी, उसको भूत, जिसको भूत ने पकड़ा हुआ था, तो उसको बोला गया कि अगर आपको जाना है तो वो कलश पे पैर मारो और हम समझ जाएंगे कि आप चले गए हो करके। और वो क्लो यहाँ पे पकड़ा हुआ ही था। और पकड़ने के बाद उसको सडनली उसने उस पे लात मारी और पूरे उसने अपना बदन ही ऐसे पीछे डाल दिया। फिर उसको पूछा गया कि सडनली वो जब ऐसे होश में आ गई, तब उसने पूछा अरे मैं यहाँ कैसे आ गई। तो सब लोग हंसने लग गए कि अरे कुछ नहीं, ऐसे ही तुम्हें अपनी मम्मी की याद आ रही थी, इसलिए सुबह
ओह!
सुबह तुमको लेने, इसको मम्मी को मिलाने के लिए लेके आए।
अरे
लेकिन
उसको
उसको
किसी ने
ये सब
बताया
कुछ,
नहीं कि क्या हुआ था?
कुछ भी नहीं, क्या हुआ कुछ
दैट्स
भी
काइंड ऑफ
नहीं
स्वीट
उसको।
एक्चुअली इन अ वे, या।
हाँ वो तो एकदम हंस रहे थे और बोला क्या हुआ, मैं यहाँ पे कैसे आ गई, हम तो वहां पे थे ना, शादी होके गए थे, सुबह सुबह यहाँ क्यों आ गए, एकदम ऐसे हुआ था। और
मैम
वो
अभी
सब
आप
मैंने
सांस ले सकते हो, जस्ट ब्रीथ, वेल डन। व्हाट अ
ओके।
फ्रीकी स्टोरी दैट वाज, या। माय गॉड। सो
यस।
Action
देन
packed.
किसी ने उनको कुछ
हम्म।
बताया नहीं, दे लेट द वेडिंग गो
नहीं
थ्रू
नहीं
एंड ऑल?
कुछ नहीं बताया, लेकिन ना कुछ दिन बाद सब लोग डर गए थे कि ऐसा उसके साथ क्यों हुआ, इसलिए उसके
हम्म,
घर वालों ने कुछ जैसे तांत्रिक मांत्रिक या जो पंडित लोग होते हैं ना, उनको दिखाया कि ऐसा क्यों
दे
हुआ। तो
वांट टू कीप
उन्होंने
एन आई
बताया
ऑन,
कि
हाँ।
ना, हाँ, कि ये एरिया में कोई तो एक लेडी है और जिसका आत्मा यहाँ पे घूमता रहता है।
ओह माय
और
गॉड।
उसके बाद हम, मुझे खुद को ये हमारे एरिया में घूमते वक्त बहुत डर लगता था रात के बाद। तो माँ बोलती थी नहीं नहीं आप ऐसा कुछ नहीं, अगर कभी आप उस एरिया से जाते हो तो भगवान का नाम लो, हनुमान जी का नाम लो, राम का नाम लो, ऐसे करके। लेकिन मुझे कभी ऐसा फील नहीं हुआ। लेकिन हाँ वो जो इमली का पेड़ था ना, वो एकदम सच में हॉन्टेड था। मतलब कभी वहां से जाते वक्त भी किसी को अगर कुछ फीवर वगैरह है ना, तो मतलब समझ जाना है कि वहीं पे कोई आदमी गया होगा और उसको कुछ तो हुआ है करके।
फ्रीकी, हाँ, फ्रीकी स्टोरी दिस वाज। हम लोग
ओके।
Quite
डिस्कस
freaky.
करेंगे अभी, लेकिन जाने से पहले मैम प्लीज, वो क्या साउंड आ रहा था बाथरूम के अंदर से, क्या आप एक बार सुना सकते हैं फिर से?
बाथरूम के अंदर से बस उसको
जब
आवाज आ रही थी करके कि ओके।
मेरी बीवी ने बोला कि मैं जब बाथरूम जाता तो
या
कुछ अजीब सा आवाज आता
ये
हो।
सुरेश के साथ भी होता है, बट फॉर
उन,
डिफरेंट रीजंस।
लेकिन उनको लगता है कि 4 मोटरसाइकिल बाथरूम में कब से पार्क हो गया।
ओके।
Anyway, take care and bye to
ओके।
your friends also. Thank you so much for sharing that
Thank you.
story.
ओके
Amazing
थैंक यू सर।
detail and narration. Take care. Bye bye.
ओके
Thank you.
थैंक यू।
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That was wild, Suresh.
That was almost going through a while live reporting while she was talking. I could imagine everything that happened over there, man.
So the time when you were in the bathroom and your family heard you going,
No.
they
I'll
said
tell
it
you
was
that's
constipation, right?
no. That was not the sound. That when I'm in the bathroom, it's something like this.
You have a horse. You keep a horse in the bathroom. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of weird sounds from the bathroom, we have with us the one and only
Oh,
ting 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 ting
oh
ting ting
man.
ting 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 ting.
He's muted. You have to unmute him, sir.
Hey,
Hoezaay
पता है
sir.
अपने को, hey please.
अरे
This stream
सर
is
सर
ending.
गुड इवनिंग
अरे क्या एकदम
नमस्कार
stomach area
सुरेश
से आ रहा है.
जी
Oh, are you?
कार होज़ाई जी।
Cyril, you came in at 11:11. क्या auspicious
11:11
moment पे आया?
मैंने auspicious occasion में इस मौका ले लिया कि हमको आपसे इंतजार
Did I hear
करके
you say Baukal?
बौकाल
I don't
जो
really know.
डॉग्स कहते हैं बौका बौका
Baukal अगर देखना है तो
काफी
MX player
बौका
पे
वो.
देख लो.
But listen,
they
in the
call-
previous story, na, before we introduced Cyril on, I was saying there was that part where she was saying soda, soda, mala soda, and somebody brings soda. जिससे आपको soda चाहिए था.
I heard it. I have to say that super talent. That woman was amazing. She was just
Freaky,
flawless.
freaky.
She went,
Flawless
yeah.
actually. There's no, yeah.
I was
Ladies-
like, I put the glass down. I'm ready to get in, and then she just went on flawlessly. And that's okay. I put the glass back up. I put the glass down. No.
Cyril actually joined the Zoom waiting room a little while before, but
Stars ago.
somehow only at 11:11 the stars aligned and he was able to come in only at that moment. Big round of applause for Mr. Pattinson. I finished watching Batman. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Really, I didn't like this
Some bits were a
Pattinson.
little
He
weird for
looked
me.
like more weakest Batman that I've ever seen so far.
But actually, if you look at it, he was a vampire before, and now he's
He's also a
Batman.
fictional character.
Yeah, but it's
Weakest
very
Batman.
disappointing. Please.
No.
It's like
I
they're
will call him
destroying
for an
James
arm wrestling
Bond.
match.
They're destroying James Bond. They're destroying superheroes. क्या हो रहा है उनको?
I have a
No,
problem. The remake
अगर
of Powerpuff Girls also
Pattinson
मेरे
को
को
ही लेना
problem
तो
हो रहा है.
I think Rajpal Yadav will look stronger than him.
That's true.
Yeah, so
That is
mean.
true.
I think some of the shots were great. That shot where, hey, why are we getting into this? Let's get.
I thought, you know,
You started it.
I
You
thought you
started
looked
it.
great. I thought you looked great in shorts.
Thank you. But round of applause for MC Hamster, Mr. Cyril Diablo
Diablo.
slash
Guys, thank you guys.
Robert
and, that's
Pattinson
all we
and
have for
Antonio
tonight. Good night,
Banderas'
ladies and
love child.
gentlemen.
I know. I'm just
Bye.
waiting for Suresh जी कैसे हैं आप?
अरे मुझे पता नहीं वो आने वाला है आज की नहीं क्योंकि बहुत लेट हो चुका है ना
अच्छा वो
ज्यादा
बस-
जल्दी सोते हैं
उसको वो
Totally.
फिल्टर ढूंढने में थोड़ा टाइम लगा. Mega Chan, thank you so much for your message. कितना sweet हो आप. And now let's see if I've
क्या
saved for...
क्या मैसेज था
Nothing. There's no message. That's why I love messages with no message. Priyanka Shimpi.
प्रियंका शिम्परी is in a rickshaw.
Is
Is that
it?
a rickshaw?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a weird call then.
It's gonna be अरे अरे
Audio
I
connect
can
हो रहा है.
I thought the
I
rickshaw
can
did a
give the
U-turn.
I can give the auto sound.
Very nice.
Hello guys, I'm big fan. What are you guys doing?
Suresh, keep going. The rickshaws accelerating.
Guys, can you unmute me? Oh, but then you can't hear me if let me just press this button.
अरे
Oh, I'll put my video off.
Yeah, we saw you. Priyanka wanted a video to be off, and now she's connecting
No,
to
it's
OBS.
probably a
Hoezaay
network
जी,
issue, na.
मैं आपको पूछना है कि आज का गोष्ठी स्टोरीज का क्वालिटी
Yeah.
कैसे है
There was some pretty creepy ones here and there.
ओके ओके
प्रियंका जी, आपको unmute कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Oh God. Someone is vlogging Priyanka's life.
wow amazing Priyanka's like an influencer hello
Priyanka, you are an influencer? Someone vlogging your life?
No, I'm not an influencer. Hi, Hoezaay. Hi, Cyril.
Hi. Also, ये आप whoever's with you ना, tell him not to take such a wide angle. वो रिक्शा के बाहर कूद जाएगा.
yeah
Yeah.
he'd be like yeah
He's
I
at the
He's
end.
asking to be careful.
Oh, yes. So sorry. I can't go to the rickshaw.
No
You
worries.
guys give traffic
That's-
along with it.
Are you planning on telling us a ghost story?
I am.
Okay, go for it.
I
go
have
for it.
to say first before you do go with the ghost
I
story
understand that the audio is little like इस पूरा disturbance में रहेगा.
No,
I
आप
understand if
ऐसे ही
you
आप
don't
बोलिए. We'll be able to hear you. And Cyril, you were saying something. You want to complete?
Yeah. Priyanka, as long as
Whatever
Hoezaay doesn't
device she's
speak in
using,
between, we can hear
it's
you. You were just
amazing. I
cutting
can't
you off.
hear
Yeah, it's
any
damn
of
good
the
for a
ambient
rickshaw.
sound.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Go for it. Start.
I can
Take
be
it away.
clearly.
Yeah, we can hear you. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो. And poor rickshaw guy is gonna have to listen to this also. Anyway, he'll be
Go
like,
for
ये
it,
मैं
man.
कौन
All
सा
yours.
passenger लेके आया मैं? Go for it, sir.
ऑटो रिक्शा साउंड दे रहा हूँ मैं.
So can you please do your shank?
Shank,
On a
shank,
bus?
shank, shank. Oh,
That's Suresh doing impersonating a bus horn.
There's a bus
BST bus,
behind you
BST.
all now.
Shank, 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 shank.
Hey, but really, how come we can't hear the rickshaw? Is it an
Yeah.
electric
Yeah,
rickshaw?
Is the rickshaw moving?
It is moving. It is moving. I can see. Okay, let's go to the story, man.
Yeah.
मैं कब से
Sure.
बोल रहा हूँ?
Sorry. I'm taking
No,
so
no.
much
I was
of
talking
time.
to Suresh, not to you. हाँ, कर दो मैम.
Okay. So this is like, I think it's a 6 on 10 story. And once when I was returning back from Warsaw, So I used to walk earlier than Mosova. वहाँ से मैं वापस आ रही थी, and I had an Uber driver जिसने मुझे ये story बताया. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, we're
very
listening
clear.
carefully, listening carefully.
So कैसे हो रहा था ना, बहुत like ऐसे 12-1 बजे बज गया था, and that Uber driver was also like उन्होंने काफी trips ये कर लिए थे, and he was also tired. तो हम लोग बस ऐसे बात करने के लिए लग गए, बात कर रहे थे, हो रहा था. I was and I stay in Navi Mumbai. तो फिर वहाँ से like from Versova to Navi Mumbai I had to travel. So हम लोग conversation में जा रहे थे, and we talked, and he told me a story which happened with him a month ago. क्या हुआ? He was at Panvel station. ठीक है, पनवेल स्टेशन के बाहर थे वो 3-4 बजे कुछ तो, and it was raining cats and dogs. और वहाँ पे उनको एक ट्रिप मिला to go till उल्लासनगर. तो उल्लासनगर जाने के लिए he took that trip. Oh God.
अरे
We're listening, we're listening.
I just
Don't
saw
get
Cyril's
distracted.
filter.
No.
Cyril's filter. Yeah, I know. No worry. He's trying to distract us, but we are.
He's just finishing up for the night.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Anyway. तो क्या हुआ? He was just talking me, and he said कि उन्होंने वो ट्रिप पिकअप कर लिया उल्लासनगर के लिए और वो जा रहे थे. So the woman came, she sat in, but 10-15 minutes into the ride, she said कि खारकर के यहाँ पे ना आपको किसी को तो पिकअप करना है. फुटपाथ के यहाँ पे like that lady is standing, my sister is standing, so we have to pick her up and then we have to go. So he said it's fine, okay चलेगा, हम लोग कर लेंगे. But जैसे उन्होंने मतलब 10-15 minutes again into the ride, half an hour हो गया था, खारकर almost reach कर रहे थे. और तभी this lady said कि आप अभी कुछ भी करो लेकिन पीछे मुड़ के मत देखना. आपका जो लेफ्ट साइड का मिरर है, राइट साइड का मिरर, एंड पीछे जो आपको मिरर दिखता है वो सिर्फ you attested as per कि मुझे पीछे का व्हीकल दिखेगा, but we should not be visible in that. So obviously he was a little weirded out at this point. ये क्या है, मतलब क्या illegal activity कर रही है. तो फिर भी मतलब somehow he just agreed to it because she made it sound like whatever she was saying, it was sensible. Okay. So ये बंदे ने he stopped the vehicle at Harbour and he picked someone up, but he didn't see कि पीछे कोई बैठा है क्या. तो गए उल्लासनगर तक पहुंच गए. Now उल्लासनगर तक पहुंचने के बाद it was raining cats and dogs. Okay, it was pouring heavily. वो होने के बाद में there was just one society which was visible, and it's a big society. Okay, it was a cluster of society. I'm sorry, am I audible?
Yeah, we're
very,
listening
very,
carefully.
very order.
Listening, we're
Very,
listening
very
carefully.
order.
Sorry.
We're
listening carefully.
Good, you're good.
Slap
You're
you,
good.
Cyril.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened was we reached Ulasnagar, and एक जो सोसाइटी दिख रहा था, अभी सोसाइटी दिखने के बाद में just ऐसा था कि यार मतलब ये यहीं पे जाना रहेगा ये लोगों को, because obviously there is only one particular human tendency to be there. But प्रॉब्लम ऐसे हो गया कि पीछे जो बैठे थे ना, उन्होंने बोल दिया कि अभी ये 5 मिनट के बाद में तुमको साइड में लेफ्ट में गाड़ी रोकना है. तो ही था कि चलो साइड में कोई तो एक ये रहेगा, बंगलो रहेगा या कुछ तो रो हाउस टाइप तो रहेगा ही. But the reality was they were actually going through a swamp. Okay, there was a कच्चा road which they were going through. सामने एक सोसाइटी दिख रहा है आपको, and it's raining heavily. Okay, and side में इनको कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है, right side में कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है. Nowhere, like nothing is visible. It's just that one society which is visible.
Oh my
Now
God.
the problem happened is, 2 मिनट के बाद में ना उन्होंने बोला कि आप साइड में जाके रोक दो, ठीक है. और इन्होंने अपना जो गाड़ी था वो साइड में जाके रोक दिया. अभी इन्होंने रोक तो दिया, बट व्हाट हैपेंड नेक्स्ट इज, इन्होंने जब पीछे मुड़ के देखा ना तभी वहां पे कोई नहीं था. ओके, सो ही गॉट वेरी स्कैर्ड कि इतना लाइक लिटरली विद इन अ फ्रैक्शन ऑफ अ सेकंड हाउ कैन समवन जस्ट डिसअपीयर, राइट. सो ही गॉट आउट ऑफ द कार एंड उन्होंने साइड में पूरा चेक किया. साइड में कोई नहीं था ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज इट वाज रेनिंग सो हेवीली. नीचे कुछ तो इम्प्रिंट्स रहेगा, राइट, फुटप्रिंट्स रहेगा, कुछ ना कुछ तो रहेगा. पूरा स्वॉर्म था और वहां पे उनको कुछ नहीं मिला. देन उन्होंने टॉर्च लगाया अपने फोन का, ही चेक्ड ऑल ऑफ द साइड्स. आजू बाजू का साइड चेक किया, कुछ नहीं दिखा. So obviously वो थोड़ा मतलब ऐसे he got a little
Freaked out.
yeah, he got a little tensed. That's the reason why he just shut up and वो अपने गाड़ी में बैठ गए and he just drove through all these things. उनके दिमाग में वही चीजें सारी चलती रही and वो अपने जब तक मतलब एक ऐसे उनका जो नाका रहता है ना ऊपर वालों का एक like there is a common meet point which they meet at generally. So till he did not see that point, he stopped there. सबसे पहले चीज तो वो मंदिर में गए. मंदिर में उन्होंने जो कुछ भी पूजा वूजा किया था वो सब कुछ किया. And then he returned back.
Wow.
He told the story to the friends. And the friends were like, यार ठीक है मतलब हो सकता है कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है जो भी है. तो the first thing which they asked is पहले तो तुम्हें पैसा दिया क्या राइड का? ये सबसे पहले चीज.
No, but I have another question. When that person supposedly got onto the rickshaw, got into the vehicle, they didn't see anything.
Nothing.
He didn't see this person get into the cab.
No, so he knew that it was a woman, but he didn't see the facial features or anything which is like recognizable for that matter.
And then they just weren't there in the cab after that.
Yeah, I guess. So the thing is, when
Freaky.
the friend asked this question, he checked the glove box and there he found the money. So around कुछ तो 600 वगैरह ऐसे कुछ तो हुआ था. He saw cash, ठीक है, 600 का cash उन्होंने वहाँ पे रखा हुआ था, which was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh wow! So the ghost paid for the ride.
Sorry.
Nice.
The ghost actually paid for the ride, as per the story. Anyway.
Wow.
Very interesting and weird story, Priyanka.
Priyanka ji.
Thank you so much. No, fun. That was fun. We love this kind of weird stuff. Yeah. But when we all talk at the same time, na?
Yeah, it's crazy how we all talk over each other.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Priyanka ji.
आप बोलिए सिरिल जी सुन रहे
आपका
हैं.
लोकेशन आ गया चलो.
Yeah. Also, to the rickshaw guy, sir, माफ कीजिएगा कि ये मैम आपके रिक्शा में आके ये ऐसा ghost stories बता रही है. Sorry यार. अगर आपको सुनाई दे रहा है तो उनका डबल चार्ज कर दो सर आप. चल, take care guys, have a good one. Bye, take care. Oh, we lost the net. Oh, क्या हो रहा है?
No, she's just pretending not to hear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye Priyanka, thank you for the story.
Almost reported on Zoom. What we must try to find out, Priyanka, if you get a chance, please come back to the comment section. Tell us which phone you were using, what headphones you were using, if you were using some kind of noise cancellation device, because that's a really amazing noise cancellation
The take
device.
home from her ghost story was noise cancellation.
For me at least, yeah.
I know. We had to make the auto sound ourselves.
I don't know which auto Suresh has been
Suresh, तुम्हारा carburetor में थोड़ा कचरा है, I think.
थोड़ा oil का problem Suresh जी डालना
Cyril,
पड़ेगा.
can we see your rickshaw again? If you don't mind.
Sorry sir.
Oh, it's on a pay-per-view basis.
The
Could you please
pay-per-view,
just show it to
I
us?
mean...
So I just wanted to check 1 second. Is that the Whirly C-Link?
It is, sir, because that's where Priyanka was traveling. We were
C-Link पे auto rickshaw allowed
Yeah,
नहीं है,
C-Link पे allowed नहीं है. Filter fail.
Damn it. The authenticity, otherwise everyone believed.
और तेरा wheel भी नहीं हिल रहा.
All right, 4 minutes left. Should we end it here or take another one?
I think.
Who cares what you think? Yeah, what do you think? Tell us.
I think one last one for the road, Suresh ji. Last one.
Okay, ठीक है. Because
के बाद
Cyril is
हम
saying.
Cyril fresh आके बोला एक और last no problem.
fresh
no
में
problem.
बाहर था यार.
अपने को problem नहीं.
Hey, but listen, we are not analyzed. What if those two ladies were there in the car?
Yeah, Suresh, I was thinking, what if this is a group of people who just like scaring people and they've practiced the stunt of jumping out of cabs?
No, they jump out of cab in such a manner that when he went out and searched back seat में कोई नहीं पीछे कोई नहीं, but they are actually gone on top of the car.
What a waste of time. Why would they do that?
They're basically gymnasts out there.
Yeah, so they got to chup one smooth mode, so that's why the fingerprint nothing was there. You know,
That's
there's
very
just chup
funny.
करे दोनों ऊपर गाड़ी के ऊपर, and the car went back and they also got on over there.
अरे भाई, I don't know. Hi, who's this?
Hey, listen, this is not Byju's.
That is
Okay,
so
take out maths books, please.
Arey, bro, we would love to have you on, but you need to be 18 plus on the stream.
He must
I
be
mean,
6 years
could,
old.
no, he could
Sanjay.
easily be 18 plus. I looked like that when I was 18
Gapre.
for sure.
You still look like that.
देखिए
Let's just chat with him. See, look at
of
Cyril.
course.
Okay. आप chat करते हैं अभी. Hello.
Sanjay.
Hello.
Hi, Sanjay. How are you?
Daddy का ना Sanjay Suradkar daddy's name.
Yes. No. Actually, my brother introduced me to your streams, and I really enjoy.
But ये
How
गलत है.
old are you, Sanjay?
Complain to your parents about your brother. Yeah, गलत. He's showing you the wrong streams.
I'm guessing
wait,
he's
can I
13
just
years.
call him? He really enjoys the stream.
Oh, call him,
We watch
please.
it every time.
How old is your brother?
How old are you first?
I am 30.
30 years old. I guessed it.
Correct.
I knew it.
Of course you are.
How sweet. But brother, I am sure you know that you need to be 18 plus.
Yes.
Don't worry. I mean, make a fake account. You can keep watching. ये सब नहीं देखना चाहिए. ये सब streams बिल्कुल नहीं देखना चाहिए.
देखिए होदे जी आपका जो information दे रहे हैं बहुत अच्छा है.
वो गलती से निकल गया मुंह
वो
से.
गलती है बहुत गलती है. ऐसे गलती.
सिरिल चड्डा साहब प्लीज आप.
देखिए सुरेश जी पहले हमको मेरे चड्डा के बारे में बात मत करो प्लीज.
चड्डा साहब मैं बस ये कहना.
अरे रुको भाई. Hey, we have to unmute him again. Is his name Sanjay? Brother's name is Sanjay. Brother, what is your name?
My name is Pushkar.
Pushkar. Good to have you on over here. I'm glad you're watching the stream and all. I wouldn't recommend it though. But if nobody finds out, it's a different story altogether. But your brother's coming?
Hey, one second. One second.
No, stop it, guys.
Firstly, let me just clap because at last I'm seeing some Tintin comics behind over there.
Yeah.
And if I'm
You
not
can see
mistaken, that
Tintin?
is yes.
Very nice.
Eyesight he's got, bro. You can
And
see
that's
Tintin over there.
Nirvana.
I got
the side.
right on top. On
that's
yeah.
Nirvana. It's not
side of
Tintin.
Nirvana.
Nirvana के बगल में Tintin है, and that is a Tintin. And what's its title?
Wait, I'll show.
Right behind you.
Yes, Suresh
Oh
ji.
yeah.
आपका
Yeah, Land of Black Gold. Yes, that's where Thompson twins.
Suresh.
Where
Very
Thompson
nice,
twins get that thing pill that they swallow and the beard keeps on growing suddenly in between. Same thing happens when they go to the.
इसका आके बहुत
सुरेश ना अलग ही लेवल का आदमी है जो उसका नाक के सामने वो नहीं दिखाई देता है बट थ्रू अ स्ट्रीम ही कैन सी अ टिंटिन कॉमिक इन द डिस्टेंस.
सुरेश जी आपका जो
thank you. That's so nice to see.
क्या कहाँ से शुरू करते मुझे पता नहीं.
Pushkar, you're not scared of ghost stories and all. Here हम लोग all in our 40s or we are scared of ghosts. You enjoy these things?
Yes. We and my brother watch it every time.
And where's your brother
You
now?
need to get some other hobbies.
He just like last week he shifted to his hostel.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry,
tried
Pushkar.
multiple times.
Soon you will be on the stream. आज नहीं लेकिन push कल.
Yeah, हम लोग इतना jobless है ना. For the next 10 years we'll be doing this stream. Don't worry.
Hello, होसे जोक अच्छा नहीं लगा क्या?
रे अच्छा अंकल अच्छा जोक था. My God.
कोई ऐसा नहीं जोक.
मेरे को रात को तुम्हारे ही सपने आएंगे अंकल से.
Take care, Pushkar, and tell your brother that he missed it.
Yes.
Thank you
so much.
You take care, Pushkar. Study hard.
Meet you
bye.
push कल. वापस वाला वापस जोक.
That's the last thing I want to hear on a stream if I'm under study hard. मेरे को नहीं करने का study. You just who are you? Huh?
Look at you how you.
Thank you. Look at how you turned out. Yeah.
Anyway.
Sure.
Hello.
Y'all want to do an?
Hey,
Hello. I कैसे कि हमने एक तो बोला कि क्लास कॉल करते थे कितने क्लास कॉल हैप्पी आवर्स.
ठीक है. Happy hours.
One more story.
At least दो बार तो सच बोले because ये दो tooth.
और सुन सुरेश जी मैंने एक नया बिजनेस शुरू कर रहे हैं डेंटिस्ट्री. आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है मेरे बिजनेस.
Of course invest करूँगा.
प्लीज कर दो.
I'm just waiting for the
No,
hamster.
his gig is that he ruins people's teeth and then sends them to a real dentist.
I shall give you a tooth and only a tooth.
ये रिश्ता आप
Panvel
दोनों का
Films.
अटूट है.
Oh.
Oh
बैठ
my
जाइए.
God.
Don't encourage this. No.
Oh my God.
Cyril thinking of a pun. I can see it.
Oh,
in his
no
eyes.
fun, no fun.
Look at that. It's coming out. Any moment now there's going to be a pun. पनवेल फिल्म शूटिंग लास्ट, अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो खत्म करते हैं, हो गया अपना खत्म, टाटा बाय बाय ऑलरेडी.
Cute doggy over here.
Man, crazy.
Crazy man, crazy.
Crazy, crazy.
Cyril has lost his hamster filter.
Sir, नहीं दिख रहा है.
कभी नहीं वो ऐसा.
All right, sir. We're going to bring you in. I recognize this man. I think he's been
Hello?
on before. Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah. एक second.
आराम से, no tension,
Hello,
don't
hello.
stress. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, hi,
good
hi,
evening.
hi.
आप
Hi,
This
busy
is
हो
a
ना?
ये
अरे,
You're
trunk
audible.
call
You're
है.
audible.
This is a trunk call. Do you accept?
Okay. So, shall I start? I mean,
Yes,
Sir,
please.
आराम से, don't
चालू
worry.
कर सकते हैं.
अभी you are, हम लोग
बस-
खत्म कर रहे हैं आपके साथ. एक सांस लो, don't worry. आपका नाम
True.
सर?
This is आशीष सातपुते
Hi,
और
आशीष.
मैं आप सब लोगों का बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ ऑब्वियसली.
अरे how sweet. और कुटुन,
Thank
where
you.
are you calling us from?
मुंबई.
मुंबई का.
अच्छा, and I just have to say आपका curtains बहुत अच्छा है.
थैंक यू.
सुरेश के same curtains आपने डाल दिए.
Almost.
Oh, yeah, but
He
with
doesn't have
different
this
lighting.
design.
Suresh
Alright.
is sitting in your house.
Ashish, the
Okay.
stage is all yours. सुनाइए आप.
ओके सो एक मराठी मूवी के शूट के लिए हम लोग पनवेल गए थे. पहला एक था कि पनवेल में हम लोग वन डे का शूट था और उसके बाद हम लोग भोर साइड जाने वाले थे. तो वहां पे शूटिंग लोकेशन पे ऐसा था ना कि एक दिन का शूट है, क्यों होटल पे जाना है, यहीं पे सो जाते हैं, लेट भी पहुंच गए मुंबई से, सो यहीं पे कर लेते हैं जो वन डे का शूट है. तो हम लोग एक वैसा चॉल टाइप्स रहता है ना, एक सेट लगाया रहता है, उसके अंदर जो डायरेक्शन टीम था, तो जो चीफ एसोसिएट और जो असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर, हम लोग सब लोग एक ही वो चॉल के अंदर जो 5 ऐसे सोने के बेड लगा दिए, मतलब सोने के इन द सेंस नॉट गोल्ड बेड, गोल्डन बेड्स. तो हम लोग वहां सोने का डिसाइड किया. सो हम लोग सो गए थे और मेरा ऐसा था कि मैं बिस्तर पे गिरा नहीं कि मैं सो जाता हूँ सीधे मॉर्निंग. ओके सो नेक्स्ट डे शूट हुआ. अच्छा मतलब अच्छा दिन गया. फिर हम लोग भोर के लिए निकल गए. भोर में एक दिन का गैप था और नेक्स्ट डे हम लोग फिर से शूटिंग के लिए लोकेशन पे चले गए. तो थोड़ा सा इचिंग होने लगा यहाँ पे. तो मैंने एक दोस्त को दिखाया मेरे कि क्या हो रहा है इधर. तो यहाँ पे 2-3 नाखून लगे थे. तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि ठीक है, मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगा कि वो बिस्तर ठीक नहीं था, तो शायद कुछ मतलब इन्फेक्शन हुआ रहेगा, कीड़ा वगैरह नहीं काटता रहेगा. फिर मतलब दोपहर का टाइम हुआ तो वो यहाँ तक निशान आ गए दोपहर के टाइम पे.
और बड़ा होते जा रहा था.
हाँ, थोड़ा बड़ा होते जा रहा था और मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मतलब मुझे इन्फेक्शन हुआ है. उसके बाद में जब 8 बजे लेट इवनिंग, तब तक तो वो इधर प्रॉपर दिखने लगे थे, ऐसे नाखून के उल्टे निशान. तो मुझे लगा नहीं यार, इन्फेक्शन नहीं है ये तो, कुछ मतलब मुझे कीड़े वीड़े का मतलब कुछ अलग ही है कुछ. तो तब तक मुझे वो भूत वाला एंगल था ही नहीं मेरे दिमाग में. सो जो एक हमारे चीफ एडी जो रहते हैं, वो चीफ थे, तो उनके तरफ ये बात पहुंच गई. वो भी सेम रूम में सोए थे जिस रूम में मैं था. तो उन्होंने वो देखने के लिए आए. बोला क्या हुआ तुझे. तो मैंने बोला ये देखो ऐसा हुआ है. तो उन्होंने बोला किसी को बोल मत. मैंने बोला क्या, इधर आ. तो साइड में गए और उन्होंने उनके यहाँ पे दिखाया वो निशान. मैंने बोला क्या ही है, मतलब
उसके साथ हुआ था.
हाँ, मतलब तब तक ही इज कैथलिक, तो तब तक वो भूत वाला एंगल था ही नहीं मेरे दिमाग में. मुझे ऐसा लगा था कि कहाँ पे सो गए हैं. और जब उन्होंने उनके नाखून यहाँ पे दिखाए, यहाँ से स्टार्ट होके वो यहाँ तक आए थे, तो उनके साथ क्या सीन हुआ था, फिर उन्होंने एक्चुअल सीन बताया मुझे. हम लोग 5 लोग एक ही रूम में सोए थे. मैं सोया था तो चौल में कैसा है ना, लकड़ी का दांडी रहता है और छोटा सा विंडो रहता है. तो छोटे से विंडो में उनको एक मतलब अंधेरा था. वो लोकेशन पे आपको पता है, पनवेल वाला लोकेशन, तो वहां पे अंधेरा था. नाम नहीं लेना मुझे वो लोकेशन का. सो अंधेरा था प्रॉपर. उनको एक है ना ऐसा एक मतलब एक ऐसा कोई जाते हुए दिखा. उनको लगा सेट पे से कोई रहेगा, बहुत सारे लोग थे सेट जब लग रहा था, बट वो लोग सब होटल पे चले गए. और सुबह 7 बजे तक इसके लिए हम लोग रुके थे। हम लोग को बहुत मतलब ये था ना कि कुछ एडवेंचरस करना है, तो सेट पे ही सो जाते हैं टाइप्स। सो उनको कोई दिखा, तो उनको ऐसा लगा कि सेट पे से कोई जा रहा है, तो उन्होंने देखा क्या कौन है। मैं तो सोया हुआ था, और मैं मतलब कोई भी अगर विंडो से हाथ भी डालेगा ना तो इतना दूर हाथ नहीं जाएगा उसका, मतलब ये डिस्टेंस पे मैं सोया था। तो उन्होंने वो विंडो से हाथ गया, पहले बार अंदर ट्राई कर रहा था, तो उन्होंने उसको भगाया। भगाने के बाद उनको थोड़ा सा डाउट हुआ कि कुछ तो डाइसी लग रहा है, फिर वो आके सो गए, जो चीफ थे वो। सोने के बाद उनके ऊपर से कोई तो गया, अंदर से दरवाजा लॉक था। फिर उन्होंने वो जीसस क्राइस्ट का नाम लेना चालू किया, और वो पलटी होके सो गए, तो उनके पीठ पे आके वो बैठ गया था, और तभी उनको ये निशान आया था। और नेक्स्ट डे वो इतना प्रोमिनेंटली हुआ ना, जब शूट खत्म हुआ तब ये मुझे उन्होंने बताया था, वो दिमाग में घूमने लगा। तो जिधर अंधेरा हुआ ना उधर में चला जाके ना गाली देने लगा, आजा संध्या मेरे, क्या कर रहा है एक 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 क्या करेगा सान। नेक्स्ट डे हम लोग डॉक्टर के पास गए, एक फिर से इन्फेक्शन वाला एंगल डाला। डॉक्टर ने बोला नहीं नहीं ये नाखून का है। तो मैंने डॉक्टर को बोला बट सर मॉनी को इधर के थे, फिर ये
डॉक्टर भी
इधर आ
बोल रहा है
गए।
नाखून का है।
डॉक्टर बोल रहा है नाखून के, प्रोमिनेंटली नाखून के। तो ये पूरे शूटिंग लोकेशन पे इतना फैल गया कि नेक्स्ट डे वहां पे एक भोर के ही आसपास एक मंदिर है, बहुत बड़ा मंदिर है। तो एक दिन छुट्टी निकाल के पूरा वैन भर के हम लोग वहां पे चले गए, और दर्शन करके फिर से शूटिंग चालू किया। तो इतना स्केरी था, और ऐसा नहीं कि मैं ही अकेला, मतलब मेरे पास कोई वो एंगल ही नहीं था, क्योंकि मैंने वो देखा ही नहीं था। बट जिसने वो एक्सपीरियंस किया था उनके यहाँ पे नाखून था, और मेरे यहाँ पे नाखून था। और वो 10 दिन 12 दिन के बाद वो चले गए। जब मैं 1-1.5 महीने बाद घर पे आया शूट करके, तभी भी वो यहाँ पे थे निशान, मतलब प्रॉपर मैंने घर पे दिखाए। वो मतलब ऐसा ना काला छिलका निकलता है, उसके बाद वो वाइट वाइट हो जाता है,
स्कैब।
मतलब हाँ हाँ सॉरी।
बट
सो
वाओ दैट्स क्रेजी। देखो जब एक जन के
और
साथ होता है देन यू
लिटरली
कैन एक्सप्लेन इट विद अलग अलग चीज, बट दो जन के साथ सेम चीज।
करेक्ट करेक्ट। सो मतलब हमें लिटरली उनको ऐसा लगा था, मतलब जो डायरेक्टर थे उनको ऐसा लगा था कि हम लोग वो मतलब पता नहीं अभी कैसे रहे, क्योंकि मैं अकेला के चिल्ला रहा हूँ। एक वो लाइट वाला भाग के चला गया, इतने जोर से चिल्ला रहा था मैं, क्या सामने आके करना, क्या छुप के कर रहा है ये वो भूत। मुझे लगा मैं भूत के साथ।
और भूत हंस रहा है उधर, हा मैं तो छुपा हुई हूँ कब से।
हाँ बट मुझे सबसे बुरा वो लाइट मैन का लगा, जो भाग के चला गया कि इसको क्या गाली देने लगा अंधेरे में आके। वो शायद बीड़ी बीड़ी मारता रहे।
और वो किसी को बता रहा है कि उनको भूत दिखाई दिया, वो गाली वाली दे रहा था अंधेरे में। बट
इसके अंग में भूत आया था अंधेरे
तो
में
हम लोग यूजुअली डिस्कस करते हैं कि क्या है क्या नहीं है ना। तो सम पीपल आर सेइंग चूहा भी हो सकता था या बिल्ली हो सकता था।
बंदर वो
बट
उधर वानर रहते हैं ना बड़े बड़े।
हाँ बट
उनके ऊपर से चले गए। और
हाँ बट मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ कि बंदर चूहा और बिल्ली वो थोड़ी ना ऐसा वहीं से शुरू करके अगली बार आके वहीं से शुरू करके
नहीं, हम लोग ने वो बिल्ली को या फिर वो बंदर को या फिर वो चूहे को पनवेल में छोड़ के हम लोग पूना साइड चले गए थे, और सुबह 9 बजे तक इधर था, और इवनिंग होते होते वो इधर तक आया था नाखून के नीचे। और डॉक्टर भी एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए तैयार नहीं था कि नहीं। मैंने 2-3 एंगल से पूछा, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं चाहिए था मेरे साथ कोई भूत का इंसिडेंस। बट
सुरेश विल एंजॉय
वो भूत है क्या।
हाँ, we don't know for sure, but very freaky and unnerving. But Suresh will enjoy this comment. Shubham said, "Nice story to hide affair."
Oh, nice.
Oh,
काफी अच्छा है। I mean, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, सोच रहा हूँ। But anyway, उसके बाद तो नहीं हुआ ना?
उसके बाद तो नहीं,
पकड़े गए।
उसके बाद
पकड़े गए।
नहीं
नहीं अभी आज रात को यहाँ पे स्क्रैचेस होंगे।
नहीं आज तो हम लोग का पूरा सेशन है, लाइक आपने स्टार्ट करके दिया है, और अभी हम लोग 2-3 बजे तक आपके साथ।
अरे यार आप लोग
पहचाना
पार्टी चल रहे।
अभी
नहीं पार्टी नहीं, वी आर कजिन्स, शी इज माय वाइफ, ये मेरे भाई बहन है।
और भाई दिस इज अ ग्रेट सेगवे, बिकॉज यही होता रहता है अपना डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर में। भाई लोग आ जाओ अपना डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर में, दे विल कंटिन्यू व्हाट वी स्टार्टेड ओवर हियर। हेलो, आई कैन नॉट सी अ सिंगल फैन। ऊपर है वो दिख रहा है। एनीवे, टेक केयर गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Guys, good night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. Good night. Auntie
Good
को hi
night.
बोल
Good
देना.
night. Thank
Good
you.
night. Good
Thank
night.
you.
what are the
Say just good
chances?
night. Good night. Good
Also,
night.
also the chances are that sometimes like bandar was a great. You scratch something like that, it can become allergic and actually spread. It's possible.
Yeah.
You think it was a
No, but
slug or something?
too tough to explain. Oh, slug नहीं, लेकिन nails का निशाना वैसा करना बहुत मुश्किल है.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Why
know,
would
my
a cat or a
takeaway.
rat do that? Like,
Maybe
My
there's a second time somebody told the nails ka marks. I experienced that with somebody in Goa when I was shooting this time. He showed उसके arms पे था nail ka mark, clear nail ka mark.
but he
I
came to
tried
you
it.
asking you why you scratched him.
Yeah.
Well, I was staying in another hotel completely. So
Exactly.
Oh,
3
Why are
he
you
kilometers.
asking
traveled.
that?
Traveled all the way there, Suresh. Give me the details
Unless
again.
I can fly.
This
Yeah,
is
but the
so
takeaway is
stupid.
not these stories. The
But I
takeaway is, I think all the callers have come
think there
from
was
one building. Only.
merit on that story, and I like to give that story 9 out of 10.
Why is everyone calling us from one house?
Okay, before you guys start unloading your madness, let me just quickly say big thank you to Harami Chat, big thank you to all our mods, Prashre,
Yes.
Zen and the gang. Please come to our Discord server. They've dropped links to the Discord server. You can come there and the stories will go until 4:30.
Hello.
Go until 4:35 in the morning. A big round of applause for the one and only
A round of applause.
Mr.
Yeah.
Patterson.
हो गया?
Cyril Dabrio. Oh, there he is.
तो पहले
Hello,
Hi,
sir. How
Hoezaay
are
ji.
you? Hi.
Hi, सुरेश जी.
Hello.
टाइम हो चुका है. सॉरी, क्या हुआ ना कि बहुत
काफी
देर हो
late
गया.
time. Yeah.
और
Busy थे आप?
बिजी नहीं, क्या होता है ना कि कभी-कभी मैं काम करते सबके लिए अच्छा करने के लिए हम काम करते. तो एनीवे होजी जी, मुझे आपको थैंक यू बोलना है और सुरेश जी आपको भी थैंक यू बोलने की. आज बहुत मजा आ गया, बहुत खुश हुआ और हरामी चाट भी बहुत आपको देख के बहुत खुश हुआ.
Lovely.
और
30 मिनट
होजे
में-
जी ना होजे जी होजे 1 मिनट.
Yes, sir.
क्या
Yes, sir.
आपको खाली बोलना है ना कि बाकी को सबको मौका दे बात करने के लिए. थैंक यू, लव यू, गुड नाइट.
Oh, my.
And
Oh my God, it's so
How does
mental.
Like,
Suresh doesn't get a better workout than when you do this MC answer thing. He's clearing his lungs out completely.
oh God.
Bonkers. Anyway, big round of applause for Mr. Viscous, Mr. Consistent, the
Thank you.
one, the only Suresh. Oh,
And
bless
guys,
you,
the
Suresh. You gotta
one-
take something for that.
and the button presser, the
Oh.
mic talker, the hair caresser.
Yeah.
Hoezaay
Kawako!
Bad jaye. The button presser. I'm now.
One second.
that's-
I think you just froze for some time. Network issues.
Oh,
no,
no.
Oh, yeah.
देखिए मैं बस इतना ही बोलना चाहती हूँ कि
अरे आ गया तू.
सिरिल जी
पर-
आपके बालों और मेरे
मैडम-
बालों में ज्यादा फर्क नहीं
देखिए,
है.
हेलो.
कौन है?
मैं सोचा तू कभी आने वाला था. मैं उधर ही पीछे से बैठा था आपका इंतजार करने के लिए. तू मुझे आया था तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. तू कि आया तो मेरे दिल Oh, very nice.
What the hell?
Cyril got that feel of like a human trafficker kind of like guy. I don't know what this weird look on his face.
मेरा beard
Oh.
अच्छा नहीं लगता.
Guys, I'm not here. ये बहुत हो गया तुम लोग का. Are you? Wow, what is the collective
बिल्कुल.
age? Hey guys, just
Oh,
count
yeah,
to 10 slowly, na. See, Suresh will go to sleep. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, why do not fart up? Oh, you should.
बस सुरेश आज
Dada
पूरा
stories.
RGB चालू किया, माइक डाल दिया अंदर, सब कुछ कनेक्टेड है आज. ठीक है
I
क्या
heard
सुरेश?
something. I heard
You know
something.
what's crazy? This whole time Suresh has been on another stream. Somehow it ended up syncing up with our stuff. But wow,
me.
always a pleasure hearing that, Suresh. Thanks for sharing that with us. Big round of applause to our lovely panelists once again. Discord mods, all you Harami chat people, and Swami, the guy who made this amazing artwork on from our Discord server. I will be, I think uska hi thumbnail hai next hafte ke liye. So
Very
that's it.
nice.
Suresh, pani pilo. कोई पानी लाओ सुरेश के लिए पानी लाओ.
सुरेश जी,
That's it. I'm pressing the button. Come to Discord. Good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. चलो मैं बटन दबा रहा हूँ. अरे बाप रे
Good
सुरेश, आराम
night.
से आराम से.
That is somebody from Beatles, I saw.
Oh man, oh god, it was going fine until Suresh decided to make like a comment. Anyway, now that we're back as a post-credit scene, happy birthday to Cyrus Saukar.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah.
वो
Happy
तेरी
birthday, Cyrus Saukar.
Cyrus Saukar. तो अब
Uttari.
मैं आपका बहुत बड़ा fan हूँ.
Cyrus.
Arey,
Hey
Rahul ji.
guys, listen. Let's take a moment. Cyrus Saukar, when he had time, he made time for us. So
Yeah.
don't copy me. He had time. He came for our ghost streams and all. And I realized something, man. Cyrus Saukar. Okay. Now ready, guys? I want you to close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Not Suresh, because probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. But Cyrus Saukar, Dwight Schrute from The Office. Yeah? Yeah.
Correct.
I'll make a post about this. But happy birthday, Cyrus Saukar.
Happy
and
birthday.
everybody, we're going to do one plug for him. Do check out Kulcha Bros. It's something started by Cyrus Saukar. Lovely kulchas. And
Oh, he makes
Samir
kulchas?
Kochar.
he doesn't make them himself, I'm hoping.
Oh.
Because then the food will taste weird. But
no.
but it's by Cyrus Saukar and Samir Kochar together. It's their venture and all. Free plugs, bro. Cyrus, I won't
Very
charge you
nice,
the 5
very
lakhs
nice.
that I usually charge for
Very
posts.
nice.
But I had ordered butter chicken, chole bhature, and some mutton. What are you doing here? This is it's supposed to be the end credit scene. Okay, bye.
Jose जी,
So we
देखिए-
can't hear you.
देखिए
चलो।
होसे जी,
मैं जा रहा हूँ.
देखिए
या दिख रहा हूँ,
हाँ,
देख रहा हूँ.
बहुत प्यार करते हैं आपको, लेकिन can we leave?
Okay, chalo. Bye. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming. Suresh, don't say anything. Oh, we chal bye. Pressing the button. Everybody wave. Everybody wave. Thank you, everyone, for not listening to me. Everybody wave. Superb. Okay, Cyril's waving with his tongue. That's great.